Okay, how is everybody doing? We have finals tonight. I am going to be joined by another very special guest caster very shortly. I believe they're just talking strats and all of that at the moment, waiting for Salty to accept his invite into the lobby, and we will be getting things underway very shortly. Now, just gonna wait for, you know, everyone to settle down, things to get in place and all of that jazz before the announcement gets made. But yes, we will be going live very shortly. Looking at the pick bands already though, looks like we're going to have an interesting set of matches tonight. Definitely feels like a bit of a troll pick with Salty going for the Insomnia off the get-go. And Raddy, I know exactly what you mean by all of that. I saw you were in that voice comm chat. Okay, so we'll be getting things underway very shortly, as I said. The Athena pick. Okay, hey Dan, welcome to the cast. How is it going, mate? It's been a while since we've seen you in here.
Good, Desi, good. I was just smashing some Silverside, so I was a little bit late.
No, you're all good, mate. You are never late. In fact, you are just here in time because all of the admins decided to bail on me and leave it up to me to say this, you know, typical Beautiful. Of them. So hold on, just let me find it because they sent me I've got talking points I've got to hit, mate.
Yeah, I take the sponsors, naturally.
Well, pretty much that we're going to have the KDC finals happening November 7th and 8th in Melbourne at Fortress. It's all locked in, you know, classic finals like we're used to the past year. Prize pool's currently at $400, but is taking donations for it, so hit up Knight or Hamo for that. And yeah, we'll be getting underway with the games very shortly. So Dan, the picks, I know you were there for all the Salty side of the picks. What are you thinking to them?
Yeah, look, it was an interesting, like, I think the first maps played out well, but feel like lucky at the end there when, you know, Salty's picked Athena on Corrupted Keep. He should have saved Doom for DM6, but I think overall it's pretty split, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of risk for reward. I think range versus eyes and opening on Insomnia is good. I think Lucky's definitely got the better pick there. You get nice close range. You can use your rockets a bit more effectively, close those height gaps that people like to play on Insomnia. So overall, I think range is just, yeah, one of the best picks you can have on that map. So that's solid. Then we go into Awoken. Nyx is, I think, the high risk, high reward pick because you can, like, she's super dominant, but on the other side of that, if your opponent doesn't give you any openings, and people who are playing Galena generally play quite defensive because of the totem build, that can, like, really play into Galena's favor because of the lower stack. So we should see that. I feel like that's going to be like a real tight matchup, and that could be game deciding in a best of 5. And then we go into, like, kind of map 3, Vale of North, pretty even split. Sorlag versus Scow. I think they both got kind of good strengths, good close range, fast moving characters.
Since the new patch,
and then the last two is a flip of a coin.
I was going to say Vale and Naf, those champ picks. It's a pretty, since the new patch, it's a common thing that we're seeing. And yeah, Corrupted Keep with the Athena. That's definitely a choice. It is.
Yeah, like, I don't hate it. But I feel like, yeah, with Lucky, he had Death Knight open. Would just, like, you know, blow people up, shoot them right in the face with your fireballs. Like, it works well. But it'll be good to see. Like, I feel like that map's going to play quite interesting with Athena just hooking around real fast. But we got to make it there first, right? So,
and with these two,
how's Lucky's form been? Has it been good? Or?
Lucky's been off and on. He had a midnight match against Kama a couple of days ago. And the only thing I can say is that was really disappointing. But then he came back and just the match he had last night was like off the charts. We're going to start off on Lucky here in the match. And
beautiful.
You want to walk us through kind of how you approached the start to this map, especially with the changes?
Yeah, I've actually only just played it with the new like kind of LG rail switch because it actually changes the map drastically. And it's a lot harder now because you see like Lucky's got to sneak around and try and get himself into weaponry here with that spawn. Whereas if you just had a rail before, you're actually pretty powerful. But like see already he's taken some damage and he should have just gone and got rail straight away. Like it's honestly worth just sacrificing this position, get yourself the gun, and then just go over, get rockets as well, and get the armor.
Yeah, especially with the angles and the way that you need to...
And a big fight already, here we go, big orb, and he's come out just behind, the rails finished him.
That was on the nose. I don't think he could have gotten any better outcome than that, obviously, with, yeah, just a ton of LG, and he's going straight in for again. Lucky pushing in probably where he didn't need to there. That was definitely a case of too aggressive too soon. Maybe thought he did a little bit more damage to Salty than he actually had.
And I'm honestly a little bit surprised like he just gave up that red for free, but maybe we'll see. It's probably the wiser choice because this map, if you're out of control and the person's got that kind of top position we see Salty in now, you can really control those 250 armors, and any damage you kind of deal in between is just, you know, kind of to your advantage and put you in the lead. So yeah, Lucky again stuck with the LG, needs to get himself some weaponry. It's more important than items.
And just Salty, that range on the LG just not doing anything there. The aim was on, but the range was not. And a bunch of wasted cells, but I guess it's forced Lucky back a little bit. Like, I don't think Lucky
wanted to... And he's used the heavy machine gun really well there. Like, he had no rails, so he had no choice, but he did so much damage in that position. And again, just feeling each other out here. Oh, nice rocket. Big opening. But the LG accuracy is so good. Oh, just comes out on top. That's kind of the spot that we see Lure in so much throughout this series, just surviving by the skin of the teeth and forced to back away. Having said that, though, he is currently 2 frags up, which, I mean, even if you're just barely surviving, it's better than being in Lucky's position right now. That's true, but see, the positional control switch is actually what's really going to work in the Salty's Lucky's favor. Nice.
Let me see it.
Like, because now he's got all the guns. If he can actually survive this kind of next minute of play, he'll be in a really good position, but it's going to be hard. Now he got stuck in no man's land there and just takes a little bit of LG damage and he's dead. Yeah,
you could see he was partially committed to the attack then, and just the little bit of hesitation was what really ruined it for him. He needed to either go or stay, not the half and half that he did.
But he's done well again here. Look, he's got this position and he's got rockets and rail. Like, he can fight for this red from a better position. And let's just see how this opens here. This is going to be important. Does he realize he's below him? It's going to be a bit of an engagement. He's got orb up too, so we expect to see that come into play here. Oh, sneaks onto it, and the big rockets though. Very nice. Like, it could have been cleaner, but at least he still gets the frag. But again, this is what this map entails. Like, you see how the positional change again. Now Salty's got that position over. He's got himself, you know, the rail. He's got himself the rockets, the 250s. Getting kills clean on this map is super important, so you can kind of like steamroll into a kind of, you know, just a pure control situation. And big rails from Lucky there have helped him out. Can he make it over to Mega? He's not even going to try. Probably the right choice. Oh, maybe he is. Oh, he's gone. Nicely done.
That was one of the situations where, as Salty, you're just going to be absolutely shitting yourself. No health, no armor, and you've got Lucky landing right in front of you.
Oh, but the sneak attack! Oh! We could see it on radar, but Lucky had no clue.
Oh, that's not the first time we've seen Salty pull off a move like that.
Sometimes you got to take a risk like that as well on this. Like, you know, if you're playing this kind of 50-50 game on this map where you're back and forth, sometimes you do need to take a bit of a risk.
It's what's got to be.
And again, good.
Yeah.
It's good position for Lucky. He just needs to like get himself the 50 armors, get himself all the guns, and then he can take a fight for the next red. He's got orb. Like, he's in that position now with good weaponry, ability up. He can fight.
Nice rail. Just enough damage to keep Lucky on his toes.
5-minute warning.
In 5 minutes, we're only one frag into this. This is
And will the Tuzza play a part here?
An opener.
Oh, like he's not even going to go through the TP. Good choice. Nice rails. He's got himself a good opening here. Rocket and Orb could just finish it nice and quick.
Salty missing that rail could have been an opening, but I think a bit too much respect from Lucky there. Backing away just that little bit.
But that's the thing, because you've also got the pressure of, you know, this is knockout scenario, so that plays a big part in how, like, the guys are going to play the game. Oh, nice orb. I like
nice
this.
Rocket,
oh,
though.
The rocket hits him direct, too.
Just a direct facial with that one.
And look, this is really good by Lucky. Go get the other 50. Like, don't give him any opening on this map.
The worst part is...
Because you can take every item here. That's the perfect scenario.
And I mean, neither player's going to want to fight at the moment. They're both relatively low on, you know, health and armor resources at the moment. Oh, except for Lucky now. They were a bit down, both more than happy to avoid each other.
And that Tuzza just doing a perfect job of keeping Lucky out from getting this mega. So, well done by Salty. You know, now he's taking the 250s. He's in a stack advantage again. It's just a little one, though, so anything could happen in this next fight still. He needs to be careful. He can't just come in, you know, balls to the wall. Oh, nice rail opening.
And now Lucky's forced to not even participate in this fight anymore. He can't hang around for it.
Oh, nice rail back, though. And the orb might come crucial here. He should have just blown his load and gone for it.
He missed with the orb. The orb sent him flying.
That's so unlucky. He traded positions, missed any damage with the orb, missed the mega, and he's come out on the worst end of that.
That's almost one of those.
Oh.
That's almost one of those situations where instead of going through your orb, it might have been better to try and rail your own orb to get the new explosion happening. Just really talk about unlucky for Lucky though.
Yeah, that was like a Uno reverse situation. And a bit of a tense situation here. Still close, like he's not out of this yet. And look at Salty just hiding there on the ledge. Big rockets. Like he just wasn't prepared for that sneaky play again.
Stopwatch.
No, it's just one of those ones where he didn't have to be there for it, so... Yeah.
And I like this. This is really good.
This is just harassment now from Salty, and I mean, it's all he really needs to do. We've got 2 minutes left. He's got a 3 frag lead. He doesn't need to force any more fights. He doesn't need to force any more frags.
Oh, I like this.
To make it difficult.
What a play! Uses the orb to full advantage there and hits the 2 clutch rails. What we love to see here. He's got 2 kills, he's got a minute 45, and most importantly, he's got time to get to Mega. Needs to be careful. Another sneak attack here, though. Uh-oh, and good rockets again from Salty coming out. He's done the Uno reverse and traded position.
I was going to say, we've seen this story before, except obviously no orb this time. And yeah,
and Lucky's in trouble. He's railable. He can't take that fight. And now a minute 20 on the clock. He's got to make some sort of miracle happen. Salty's done a really good job. We'll watch him kind of play this out, because if he plays defensive like this, perfect. Just too easy. And he doesn't need to be aggressive at all, but he's getting the spawn frag rails too. Like, he's doing everything he needs to. Clutch play.
Yeah, and I'd say it's pretty much GG at this point. There's nothing really that Lucky can do to get himself back into the fight. And I mean, yes, there's still 50 seconds left on the clock, but we're not going to see 6 frags happen on Insomnia that quick. We're not going to see Salty allow that to happen that quick. So really well played to Salty for the first map, I should say. And yeah. That is going to be it for
Combo kill.
And I think, like, we look at the score now of 12-4, but that doesn't really tell the story of the game. Like, those first 2 kills ended with, you know, Salty on almost no health, and then just a little bit of unluckiness through the middle part of the game there, where Lucky went for a couple of good plays but just missed, you know, hitting the kind of crucial damage to get the kills. And to Salty's kind of praise, it's those 2 sneak attacks he did were just perfectly timed and honestly well thought out. Like, that shotgun play to get the kill, he had no chance there in any other situation of getting a kill. He was no armor, low on health, low on weaponry, and then he just makes a sneaky play. I mean, if you're watching this, whoever's taking him on next, if you're playing Insomnia, shoot some rockets as you come around those corners, because you know, he's pulling all the tricks out tonight.
It's one of the things that I'm surprised we don't see more players in Div 1 taking note of. Like, we've seen Salty pull these sneaky plays all the way since the LAN last year. Like, I think everyone remembers that opening play on Corrupted Keep, shotgun to Redoxide's back. It was, yeah, pretty much, you know, play for play there it was. And we've seen him do it again and again and again the last 2 splits. I think he even tried pulling it off against you last split. But yeah, we'll be going into Awoken now. A bit of a reset here, and if it was that close with 2 medium champs, I'm kind of interested to see what's going to happen with the new Galena and the classic Nyx happening.
Yeah, I think just from what we saw there, like, obviously one of the big things about Salty is, and here's a tip if you're ever playing him, try and get him tilted.
Yes.
Because once you get him tilted, he loses his strategy on the game. Like, his strategy when he's defensive is really good. But once you can tilt him with some, you know, just do some troll plays, like go for things that you probably shouldn't. And if you get under his skin, that puts him off. Now that he's had that successful kind of defensive play on Insomnia, he's going on to Awoken. Like, I'm really keen I think if he goes, like, kind of plays the rail area and just sets up totems, plays defensive, doesn't try and take too many engagements in between items, like, it's really to his advantage, because then that's going to put the pressure on Lucky to kind of look for rail shots, look for maybe an opening, a way to win this game. But it's going to be all about patience, I think. Like, whoever can basically outlast their opponent and kind of hit those more kind of, you know, niche clutch rails in between when the items are coming up and get a little opening, that's who's going to win here.
Yes. Yeah. Obviously, I couldn't counter any of that, mate. We'll start off on Lucky for the start of this one. And, yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'd actually be very surprised if we don't see that play that you're talking about from Salty occur, but Lucky's going to have himself the heavy armor straight off the bat. In with some exploratory rockets, no damage whatsoever, and the tri-bolt.
Oh, big tri-bolt though. This is dangerous already. And just like that, look at the position. Now Salty can just go and just hang around over at rail if he wants to, but he's opted for a sneaky play again. Look.
I mean, it's
a nice rocket.
Yeah.
And look at this. This is trouble. Like, Lucky's done really well here.
Salty's going to get himself that heavy on the spawn, and the Mega almost in his hands, but the rails are just fantastic from Lucky there. 1, 2, and it's done. And Lucky's actually come out of that looking pretty good. He's still got a decent stack for a light champ. Salty's going to be forced to hang around over here with the LG and his totems. So setting up his totem farm on the opposite side to where you were predicting initially.
I reckon that plays into, like, Lucky's advantage, to be honest, because
keep the rail out of Salty's hands.
Yeah, exactly. And he's gonna, I reckon he's almost tilted him a little bit with that first play. You know, I feel like Salty was thinking he had that. So let's see if he can pull himself back together here and just, you know, get back into that defensive mindset. He is going silent, which is good to see. He doesn't want to take any risks yet.
He's not changing
because he has no weaponry.
Oh, and yeah, we saw him in the X-ray attempting to get that railgun, which he's now obtained. But he's on the opposite side of the map from his totems. He's essentially cut off from a lot of things. We've got the Mega Health coming up in the next 6 seconds here. So a bit of aggression here with the Ghost Walk coming from Lucky. Salty's going...
those rails.
They're on. What's he hitting at the moment? 75% on the rails. I don't think Salty's fired a rail yet. I don't think he's had a rail gun to fire yet.
But now we're seeing like what I was talking about, where look, Salty's got himself into that position. You don't want to go back over like and give up that position, and he already has. Like, you want to take control of this rail area, Galena. You don't, like, you've got the totems to stack up.
And yeah,
he's got the overstack as well, which is good to see. Real quick.
Yeah, well, Lucky hasn't been hunting down these totems. It's something we've seen quite a few players struggling with, even in Div 1. Just getting rid of the totems. We saw last night, Shruls let Redoxide have 3 totems up. I think that was the match. Up for most of the night. If I'm getting the match wrong, please excuse me, it was a late night. But yeah, it was a case of just the one playing Galena constantly has that pocket Mega Health to fall back on.
And a bit of a risky push here from Lucky, but he's done really good damage, so...
Hops a rail from
and again, look at the health from Salty. You see, like, this is the thing about Galena. You can't really afford when he's got his totems up to take, like, battles like that. Like, Salty, he took so much damage, it didn't matter. He just healed up on the totem up top and then healed up on the totem at bottom and wins the fight. And still has that totem up over at the 25 health. Like, let's see if he goes straight up jump pad. He's learned from his mistake this time.
And Lucky's Lucky's probably not gonna see that totem outside the map. It's not gonna be somewhere he's looking. And wouldn't surprise me if he's got the lighting details turned down, so not even seeing the glow coming from that at the moment. So that's pretty much a freebie that Salty's gonna have in his pocket.
Yeah. I like the strategy he went forward. Like, he blew his invis, but he got the rocket launcher. Like, that weapon is going to be crucial. He just needs to be careful he doesn't take too much. Oh, what a shot. And here comes the big fight up top. Go straight in for it. And importantly, gets rid of the totem there. And nice rail, but he needs to be careful. Oh, the quick reload and shot from Salty makes him pay. He's gotten away there with 10 health at the end of that fight too. So, again, just unlucky, honestly, a little bit from...
I get what you mean. Like, it's not really the type of play that Salty's putting out that Lucky would be expecting, I imagine. Like, most Quake players are going to be aggressive, relying a little bit on the aim, relying on your stack, counting, trying to count where your opponent's at, and when someone that you think is low is going to double back on you and fire that second rail when you don't expect it, it can really throw you.
And here, like, this is really what I wanted to see from, like, look at Salty now. He's 2-1 up. He's just sitting up there on the rail. Like, you don't need to contest this mega. Just take the jump pad up and just play defensive here. But again, big Lucky. What LG? Very nice. Needs to make it back for the mega, but the spawn is going to... It's still okay. Like, he's got a rail off the spawn there. He's got the 50 armor. Actually, still a good spot.
But
bad rail to take, though. He needs to be careful here. Needs to just run for his life.
Great read by Salty there, setting himself up. He knew exactly which way Lucky was going to go, and the rail was waiting for him. Just point and click at that point.
And now he just, like, Lucky needs to play really well here and just defend this mega. From top, yeah, perfect. Very good. And he doesn't even want to fight it. It's not the worst idea, honestly, like... Because he's done a lot of damage here. This is really, like, good by Lucky. That damage is going to be crucial for him, like, not just losing complete position on the map. And even here, he's kind of worked himself back onto the red. He's got invis up. He can take a bit of a fight here.
And that's what he's going to do. The shaft was awesome. Pretty much eliminated all of the health advantage that Salty was having.
And even invis onto Mega. Let's see if he goes for a play.
Think you're going to see it. Oh, the totem stops him in his track. He comes out of the Ghost Walk straight into a totem, and that, yeah, he wasn't able to get in place for it. You could see the play was being formed there. That could have been interesting. He just needed
to be a bit quicker on it and just go straight, like even rocket jump up and then just invis in. just to get the position on the mega health because he had such a good stack and the play was coming. But anyways, time to reset and look for the next opportunity. So we see Salty's coming from the attack from over here. Nice LG from Lucky. Wow.
And he's going to hunt in for it, but Salty with the sneaky.
No. But whose rockets will be better? And Lucky running for his life. Probably the right call. Good row as he leaves there. But again, the totems are up and like as we can see, look at the top, look at the health. It's not had that much of an impact. Yeah. And if Salty plays this right, you know, he's going to get red here. Lucky's going to need to put some damage in before this mega, and he has. But will it be enough?
No, because Salty's going to get the mega and get that kill. And I was going to say it a little bit before, but I'm wondering if that's going to be the frag that finishes the map for us tonight. I'm wondering if that is what gets Salty the win on Awoken. Like, he's already stacked back up. He's in a decent position armor-wise. So Lucky's going to have to work overtime to re-even things back up with only 2 minutes left.
We're going to need to see a good invis play coming up somewhere here.
I mean, Salty's doing his own custom invis with the way he's playing.
And he was on an exact 80 health and takes the rail, which kills him. So now with, 2 minutes left, the 3 totems up, it's going to have to be really clutch. Like,
this is where
he needs to get a rail here and just hope he can hit everything.
This is where we're going to see Lucky start to get a bit reckless, I reckon. Salty as well, just jumping straight into it. Takes a bunch of damage, but it kind of doesn't matter because he's got this health to fall back on. He's got his totems.
Oh, big rail though. This could be crucial here. He needs to hit a shot.
The totems keep him alive.
Yes, he's got an opening. It's game on. He's got a minute 5 and red's coming up. And he collects it. Beautiful. Invis, straight to mega here. Perfect. This is really good for Lucky.
He's off position a bit for that mega though.
But he's hitting his shots. And it's going to come down to this next play. Does he read him? He does. And one more shot. Yeah.
We're evened up.
A play.
40 seconds left. We are evened up. It didn't
and another
cost him anything.
Can he hit the second one? Oh!
GG is called.
GG.
Salty is tilted.
Him. This is how you win against Salty. That is what we love to see, boys. I feel like he was reading my mind as I was seeing the plays coming. It was just beautiful. He hit every rail he needed to. The LG catch as he jumped across to the corner mega, that was where everything started. Then he was under 80 health and he hits 2 rails as he's blowing the shotgun area. Perfect. Absolute cinema. We love what we've seen there. Oh, I feel like I'm watching this morning's game of Counter-Strike with how intense that was. Came out nail-biting stuff.
I'm glad that we're not getting blowouts tonight. That's the thing that I'm happy with. Where are we? Just waiting for the readies to come up for map 3 here, which is going to be Vale and Af, where we've got heavy action happening. The Sorlag and the Scale Bear are going at it. We're getting at least 4 maps for this opening game now, Dan. Just waiting for the readies to happen. But my God, talk about finals night and the guys putting on a show for us.
Yeah, that is exactly how you want to see your map 2 go down. Like, it could have fallen away from Lucky there, but he's just reeled it back in. And now we go into Val is a very interesting map because the early spawn here can really play a big part. And, if I feel like whoever gets that, they're going to have a massive advantage. But the fact you're playing heavies, you just need to accept that you can let your opponent take that top position and not even worry about it. Just play your little corners of the map. You know what I mean? You've got either player here, they've got a close range ability, right? You can charge or you can spit. You've got a huge stack, so you don't need to have that full control. So if you lose the up top position at the start, just give it up and focus on getting weaponry. And we'll see who kind of does that middle ground to get like gameplay better, where they, you know, they hit the rails in between items and can then kind of pressure on the 50 armors and stuff on this map. That's where the important aspect is. And more importantly, as Salty tilted, you know, got a bit tilted from what's just occurred, and can he pull his mind, you know, back into the right place and get back into the defensive game we've seen him play?
I mean, we've seen the tilt train with Salty happen a fair bit over this split, where we'll see a map get almost to the end like what we had with Awoken there, and then the next map he'll be 2 frags down and just call GG at the 3-minute mark. And it seems to be one of those things where he just, you know, not winning, he sees it as a bit of a cheese play and he just, you know, rage quits the game essentially. Not as bad as some of the others with monitors going out the window, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Who do you want to start on tonight?
Salty said, I don't have my scale skin. Let's start on Salty. Let's see if we can pull it back.
Okay, we're starting on Salty here.
Fight.
And he's got the LG spawn, so he's going to get top spot straight away. So this is where, you know, before the game we were saying how it's important for Lucky not to lose his cool here. Nice rail.
Nice rail.
That's a great way to get back into it. And look, they want to engage already in a big fire. Straight off the gate. Big rocket, big charge. Nice rails. Lucky needs to hit one more. And the poison just misses Salty there too, which is he's got a bit lucky that the poison didn't tick him as he was running back through rockets.
Could say it's also unlucky for Lucky there.
You gotta love his nickname. It always comes in handy.
And
just looking for the rail shot here. Look at this. This is what I like to see. Oh, good attempt though, because he's done really well, Lucky, in kind of not giving Salty too much control here, and he's got the rail advantage. So even though he doesn't have the position, he just needs to play it cool. There's no need to go too hard here.
That's going to be the frustrating
part
side for Salty, isn't it? Like, he's got the upper level, but he doesn't really have any weapons for any of those long-range engagements at the moment.
Oh, sneaky attack here, though.
Rock on the back.
Oh, and the spit comes out, which is going to help him, but he's taken so much damage. Like, oh, another nice rail. Whew. He's hitting his shots, which is going to help him get back into this map, even though he's lost position. Take that. A nice sneak attack again from Salty.
Those rails, the shotgun rails, as I sometimes call them, from Lucky is what's keeping him in here. Look at that run.
Damage. And good dodging from Lucky, and the rail in the back. Oh,
he's tilted.
He's feeling a bit tilt. And straight off spawn, we see him just going aggressive. And this, like, you know, Lucky, he's got his rail there, and he's moved through unscathed, but if he gets too tilted and he goes too aggressive, it's gonna, you know, that's where you start to like. I really like Lucky's chances improving.
No, I don't reckon Salty's gonna tilt and start charging. I reckon Salty tilts and reaches for the Alt F4 keys. Spit coming
and here's
out.
the big engagement. And just a little bit of teleport dancing, but the rocket jump's not as clean as he would have liked, but gets away with a good stack still. So big rocket from Lucky though, and he's going aggressive. See, I don't know about this play from Salty. Like he's gone too hard. He doesn't know that when Mega was up,
but the thing is, Lucky is railable at the moment. Lucky's backed away. He knows he's railable. Cops a rail after picking up that armor. The armor pretty much saving his life there. And Salty just being in the right position there to keep the harassment up at the moment, which feels like
big thing for the big thing for like, you know, Lucky getting caught off there with those couple of plays is he's been used to Salty playing so defensive. Then all of a sudden now Salty's just rushing through teleporters because he's got Scale Bearer going for charge pushes. You know, like it's a switch up of pace and. Oh, almost connects to that rail, which would have been really big, but again, it's just Lucky needs to play careful here. He doesn't need to go aggressive. Nicely done. This is big. And the engagement's going to come, but the stack is there for Lucky, and the poison is out. Rocket is crucial, and he hits the rail spawn. No, he doesn't. Almost gets a real big advantage there. And because he went for that shot, Lucky loses out on Mega. It would have been a better choice just to go defensive. Now, Salty's got a way in here. And just like a little tickle of LG will do it, and he gets him.
Rail is enough to clean him up. Even HMG probably would have been good there, but if you're hitting the rails, why not? that
And
gets
full
Salty on the board,
control
at least.
with weapons for Salty here. Like, that one choice to go for that rail shot off spawn and lose position, look what's happened to him. He's completely out of sorts and given Salty the whole map. Has the kill advantage, but that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, Vale is one of those maps where, you know, the kill advantage, you need to have at least 3 to really make it an advantage. And
look at the aggression here. Again, he's got the kill. He's just going to go straight into red armor. Like, there's just nothing that like he can do right now. He just needs to go full defensive.
He knows the Mega's coming up. He's not going to care about this spit whatsoever.
And the Mega's spawning. Will he get it? And he's got it.
That's what saved him. It was the Mega that saved him there. Like, if the Mega didn't spawn and Lucky didn't pick it up, that was all Salty's. And yeah, Salty knew that. It's just going to come in, quick little rocket, how you doing? And it's all over, and he's back in control. He's still got the rotation of the items here. He's got everything except rail. But that's not really affecting his game much at the moment, I'd argue.
Stopwatch.
No, and like, especially with Scale, he can play to not have rail, but he's collected it now anyways. Sacrifice his position for the railgun, but with the heavy, you can just take the top lane like this. Yeah, really well done from Salty. Good repositioning. And gets him on the catch and a big rocket, but the LG from Lucky isn't going to be good enough. Salty's stack is too strong.
Salty's locked in, I reckon. He's actually hitting his shots now. We were seeing a fair bit of missed rail before.
Stopwatch.
And he's actually hitting now, which is helping him a lot.
And like a really big push off the spawn here. And again, a catch. Oh, that's really nice from Salty. He knew he was going to go that like routing and just absolutely destroys him with a rocket and charge. And he's putting the pressure on now. Like, he does not want to give Lucky any chance to get back in this game. And honestly, I like it. I actually like the aggression here because he's got all the weapons. He's got the stack. Like, you know, you've got to use it when you're on this map. You don't want to go crazy aggressive, but he's got scale barrier, so he's got quick movement, and the pushes are working for him.
Yeah, and it's a case of, yes, he's got a 3 frag lead, but you know what's better than a 3 frag lead? A 4 frag lead.
Exactly, and as long as he doesn't sacrifice like the kind of control on the map, he's in good stead. And even here, he can push this because Lucky has no rockets. I actually like this. It's a better fight for him because items are coming up. Yeah, you see, like, again, and like, it didn't even matter. Lucky has come out of that in terrible shape because Salty just grabbed the 50, grabbed the Mega, and he's back to full stack.
And there's pretty much...
Oh, nice rocket.
It's going to
but pushes him off the red. Can something happen here? He'd need a miracle, some tribal, maybe. Oh, the charge, though. Oh.
He was in a good position to make something happen. 2 rails, maybe a rocket. Could have turned that around, but...
Oh, big LG here. Can he get the kill without dying, though? Oh, he does, just.
But look at the task he's got ahead of him now. That's 4 frags that he's got to make up in less than 3 minutes. And I mean, it took him this long to get that frag back after conceding 8 frags to Salty. So, it's a case of... Whilst it's possible, it's just a massive task for him to do.
And the thing here with Salty is
he's a sneaky bastard.
With 2 minutes 20 left, yeah, like he's going full defensive. We can see already, but that is like, you know, potentially dangerous too. Because if Lucky manages to get like a nice kill somewhere here in the next like minute, he could just steamroll him and just charge around the map with LG and just go, you know what I mean? Like, he could rack up 2 or 3 kills real quick. He's done a really good job there here, Salty, though. If he gets that red and he manages, you know, if he can delay even like 45 seconds here,
that was a
he's locked himself in.
Bounce in and out there. It was off that heavy. And yeah, Lucky's actually forced to back away, which, considering we're a minute and a half essentially remaining of this matchup, you don't want to be the down player being forced to back away. And Salty with the sneakiness there. He's going to drop down. Great prediction with the tri-bolt there. The rail doesn't connect though. And this is the point where Lucky just... I was going to say he just has to push in, make something happen, but I'm pretty sure Salty's just guaranteed the GG's in his favour for this map.
Yeah, and I gotta say that like pacing switch up from Salty in the middle there, like it really worked in his favor. It caught Lucky off because he was expecting him to kind of play a much more defensive game, and he just went aggressive for like that kind of minute, 2 minutes there when he lost control, and he got like it worked in his favor.
Yeah, I mean,
and now he's just basically stoppage time here, delaying it out. Like even if Lucky manages to find him and hit every shot perfectly, he's got time to delay.
You're not going to be doing 5 frags in 40 seconds. I don't care how good you are. When you're both playing at such a high level, it's just not possible. So yeah, as you said, stoppage time, and he's just going to do the shruls with the jump pad and the teleporter there. Little bit of a float. Which is
really well played by Salty, honestly.
There we are. That's going to be Veil of Naf goes to Salty. The GGs come out. And we've got a game happening.
And now the real game begins, yeah. Like, we're into map 4. We're going to an Athena on Corrupted Keep. Who even knows how that's going to play out?
I've seen it be used before. But the worst part is the only time I've seen Athena be used by high-level players in competition was all the way back when Python was still playing Quake Champions. So we're talking over 5 years ago, and a bunch has changed since then. So it'll be interesting to see what can actually be done with Athena. Maybe we're going to see a new meta come out for this map, and everyone's going to be picking Athena going forwards.
I think the big thing here is you look to what kind of advantage that hook can give you, and like really it's going to be used as a defensive mechanic, I'm guessing. Like you wouldn't want to in any situation kind of hook up into your opponent on this map, because you're just going to get slapped by OG or rockets in almost every position. So
yeah,
and if you're running and your opponent has heavy MG, and Athena's still going to get melted in 3 or 4 shots, like little ticks of 2 or 3 shots. Lucky he has a sharp aim. Like I don't know where the advantage is going to come from. But saying that,
you don't want to get vertical against Lucky on this map. Just nice open areas, plenty of room to work that LG. It's a scary
on the
thing.
other side, if Salty gets the first kill, can he use it just to go balls to the wall and rack up, 4, 5, 6 frags in a row off spawn? Maybe that's the play. Like you go really aggressive just to rack up the kills and then try and turn into the kind of defensive game style. We'll see. Like it's going to be interesting to see what his approach is going to be.
I think.
And from Lucky's side, how does he play it? Like, is he going to go? Will he use his punch just for movement? Or
I mean, landing it's an absolute chore at the moment. But I was going to say, I think initial spawns are probably going to dictate the type of start we see. If Salty gets a spawn that favors the mega health, we're probably going to see him go into a bit more of that reserved, holding back game style. Whereas if he gets the armor, I reckon we could see that aggressive go for the quick 3 to 5 frags at the start of the game as possible. I think really that spawn's going to dictate what type of game we see.
And I think let's kick it off on Lucky again.
Definitely.
He do or die for him. Now's his time to shine. Let's see if he can hit 75% LG on an Athena and make it easy.
Getting the gambling going for the degenerates in the chat.
Fight.
And we'll start off on Lucky at your request, Dan. What was that?
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Oh, and I like the spawn for Lucky. This is good.
I reckon we might see that aggressive play that you were saying could happen, because Salty's going to have that armor now, which has a light chance of what we need.
Oh, that LG already. Oh.
What's he hitting off at start there? 45% just opening like that. That's got to make you stop and consider your options.
Oh, the sneak attack again.
It misses.
But the LG is so strong. And now, like, this is the weakness of Athena, right?
Yeah, look,
now
you've
you've taken a kill. Yeah, like, you're going to take so much damage every time you try and move into the middle of the map here. And honestly, for me, with Lucky kind of like his decision making here. Oh, big fight though. Oh, just misses that rocket and there's no health to stack up on. Needs to get out of here. Good choice to leave.
You could
well
see
played from
that
Lucky.
Salty knew what was happening there. Hunts him down, gets the kill. But he's not really in a position to start snowballing it seems like. You can hear exactly where Lucky's going. And it's choosing.
And even here, like, again, if Lucky can get in on this LG or this heavy MG. Oh, look at that. That's what I mean by the hook. You can't hook vertically anywhere because you're just going to be at such a disadvantage. Oh, he's going for his... Oh, he picked him! What a play by Lucky! He read him like a book! And can he get another one? Oh, I still think he should go aggressive here. Honestly.
Yeah, he's going in for it. He senses that he can get the kill. He's going straight in for it. What was Salty doing with that jump there? It looked like a failed rocket jump almost.
Disengaged from Lucky, like... There's nothing to be gained for Salty here on the map. Oh, another read! Oh, he's all over him right now.
Those quiet plays...
Can he read it again? Oh, but he gets the mega, and he gets the kill, and there's the movement ability, so he's gonna get the red too. Attack. Beautiful. You going to sleep?
Nice and simple. And I reckon we're going to see an early GG come out from Salty here, to be honest. Like, this isn't the first time we've seen him this low down on CK. And I reckon give it another frag or two, and we're going to get the Rage GG coming out from Salty, forcing us into map 5.
And look at the aggression. I'm loving this from Salty. This is how you got to do it. Like, don't give him even a second to breathe.
You mean Lucky, right? Lucky was the one who pushed
yeah,
him.
Lucky. Lucky, my bad. Because, like, Athena has no stack. So, even if she's dealing more damage than you, like, if it's not that much more damage, you're always at an advantage. And he's just... Honestly, those two massive reads... Oh, what an open from Lucky here. Oh, big LG again. His aim has been phenomenal at the start of this map. And there's the GG. You've called it, Dassy. I mean... I gotta say, the little, like, strategy change up from Lucky there, and those two reads down below, he just knew, like, exactly what Salty was thinking. He was all over him. And the LG on point, there was nothing, like, I don't think Salty could have done anything there. Like, he tried to make a hook play work, and what happened? He got shot with a rocket straight to the face.
Oh, sorry, I'm just catching up on everything at the moment. Normally I have a little bit more time to breathe as the maps are going on. But yeah, we are on to Blood Covenant. We've got, as Letterhead calls it, Australia's favourite on the Death Knight there. Apparently we're the only region who actually plays with Death Knight. And both players are just readying up straight to go in. And we've got the Clutch with the new movement that everyone says is... Clutch is now overpowered but not fun to play. So... I know normally I go to you, hey, which way are we going to go with this, Dan? But I'm honestly going to give my prediction towards Salty with the Clutch win here.
Look, I tend to agree it's the much better choice on this map, but again, it's just, I don't know, I feel like Salty, maybe he's a little bit tilted, but then on top of that as well, I don't know if his Clutch is, you know, like, is it his best champ? I don't feel like it's a meta pick for him.
It's not.
So
this is all what's left in the champ pick pool. Pick it is.
Yeah. And again, like, Lucky's hit scan was just so on point. If he gets, like, I just want to see if he can utilize heavy MG here to just absolutely shred this Clutch.
I think it's also going to be a case of we're going to see a very heavy play around the around the railgun in this map. I think the railgun's going to become the unofficial third item on this map. Who do you want to start with on this one, Dan?
I think let's see what Salty can do. Can he make the clutch work? Let's find out.
Or are we going to?
And I haven't really seen much. Like I haven't seen much clutch since the new patch. So, here's an interesting opening coming. Oh, nice rail.
If you want to know,
and this
about
is what Lucky's going to have to do the whole time. Just hit those like rails, hit the heavy MG in between items. Don't take close range fights.
A little bit of rocket play there. Nothing really worrying either player though. Salty, I don't think, has fired a weapon once this map yet. There we are. First fire from him is going to be a missed rail. 2 missed rails in a row, but no one really hitting any damage. A little bit of rocket there as we're going to have Lucky going back to his mega. Salty's got his heavy, but not willing to push into the pillar room at the moment.
But what I'm loving seeing from Lucky again is, look, he is so hyper aware of the, sneaky attacks. And we've got a big engagement here. The shield has not done a thing. He escapes with his life, luckily, and he's going to cower back to red. But heavy MG, here we go.
That's what you were saying. The heavy MG is just absolutely shredding. 5 HP left. He's looking for that angle on Salty now. But Salty cleverly not giving it to him, and what a rail.
And this is now, like, he needs to put the pressure on here. Go for the rail shots, Lucky. Go for the heavy MG. Do whatever damage you can while that shield is down, so you just don't even give him an opening on the map.
And Salty's just...
Oh, and a little bit of sneak attack still, again.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what's been working for Salty. If he's got a hope in hell of getting himself in on this...
Oh, no!
To do it.
The bounce up, and will the heavy MG be crucial again? No shield. Look at the damage.
Great read by Lucky there. Avoids the rocket damage. And that was just a really, really great read. He heard the yell, knew that Salty was going to double back, and crosshair placement was impeccable.
And now, more importantly, he's got his shield back. So, like, this is the opportunity. Salty needs to go get himself the heavy MG, work his way up to rockets, not get caught out here on an item like this. You don't want to be taking fights until you've got weaponry that you can get a kill with. And unfortunately, LG and shotgun just isn't going to get you, it's not going to give you the ability to get a kill.
No, and at the same time, like, I'm wondering if Salty's not been playing much clutch and is just struggling with movement.
Well, it looks like it looks a lot more challenging because he's had a lot of uptime on his ability. Like, and you would kind of expect, optimally, if you're playing clutch, you're using your ability as much as possible. Nice rocket, though. And they're even stacked here, but importantly, clutch has that shield. So let's see what happens over this mega health. Lucky not looking to kind of go too aggressive. Oh, big row again, though. And the shield is out. Uh-oh. This is not good for Salty. This is not good at all.
What a rail. That was just rail after rail after rail after rail. Lucky is just not missing whatsoever at the moment.
Oh, the aggressive push, but he's got no shield. You can't attack.
I hate to say it, Dan, but I'm getting the feeling we might be seeing another early GG coming out from Salty. We've seen it before. All it's going to take is a little bit of tilt, him thinking there's no chance of a comeback, in his mind at least, and I'm sure we'll see him in the chat saying he doesn't even care really.
And look at the heavy MG. See, this is what I was talking about. It's
keeping that range.
Like, it's so hard on clutch if you don't kind of play the opening spawn well, and Lucky's done a really good job here, I gotta say. Like, he has not taken any close range fights. He's read the sneaky attacks. He's all over him.
He's got him here.
And a bit of tilt already here. Like, look, Salty just trying to make something happen, but he hasn't got enough weaponry again to make anything happen. And again, look, just trying to engage, but there's nothing there for him. And there it is, the early GG.
And there we have it. That is going to be... I'm going to have to wait for an admin to push through the updates of all of that. But Lucky will be going through into the lower bracket finals. Hopefully one of the admins has been teeing up the other players for the next match that is going to be coming up, which will be Knight versus Kama upper bracket final. Is what we've got coming up next, I believe. Yes, winner bracket final coming up. And
love to see that.
Salty rage quitting from the game that quick. And for this winner bracket final, I can see we've got Donna in the booth as well. So as we get the game all set up, I think you may be joined by Donna for this one.
About to lower the IQ in the room by about 50. Uh-oh. We love Donna.
We do, but I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just trying to find a match that we're meant to be switching over to. Where are we?
Yeah, pretty keen for this winner bracket final. This should be a solid game.
But you know, I got to ask the obvious question, Dan. Are we going to see you coming back for Split 3, are we?
I probably won't play Split 3, but I will play the last chance qualifier and get my ass over the land. Even if I lose, I'll still come.
That would be good to see you there at will, mate. Okay, so as I said before, we got Knight v Kama coming up. That bracket that you're seeing on screen will update momentarily. And I don't believe we've had any pick bands start. No, we have the pick bands already done for these guys. How do you like that? Let me get the invite sent out to these two. Let me see if they're actually online and ready. It wouldn't surprise me if Kama and Knight are both not on, expecting this to go a little bit longer.
Oh, and just seeing this, these champ picks, I gotta say, Kama's picks look really sharp. I think the thing you've got to remember when you like doing pick bans against someone is you want to take a lot of their advantages away. And Kama is obviously he's well practiced on everything, let's be honest. I think he's got more hours than me in Quake Champs already somehow, which is just impressive. But
well, if you're playing all day, every day.
Yeah, but that being said, like, he has especially practiced Strog, Nyx, Visor, Eisen. So that's the first 4 champ picks he's going into on the first 4 maps. So Knight not really playing to obviously, like, you play to hurt your opponent, right? You try and put them into a situation where they're not picking a champ that they'd love to play on that map. That's the ultimate advantage you really can get from your pick ban phase. Of course, obviously, like the map scenario too, but you know, when we're talking about, you know, a 7 map pool, most of the players have played these maps enough times to know exactly where everything is and exactly how you want to play it. So,
oh, I've just heard Kama's net has died, so we might need to delay the start of this match. But we might be getting too excited way too quick. And unfortunately for us, we don't have another game that we can roll directly into. Because we need a loser of this match to get another match happening. So he said about 20 minutes, 5 minutes ago. Apparently he's driving to a completely different location to play, Dan. That's dedication there, isn't it?
That is dedication. I would have just stopped on my mobile hotspot and got for gold.
I was going to say, based out in, you know, the backwaters of Australia and WA, it's mobile reception isn't all that, is it?
Look, it wasn't all that even where I lived, but you still get the job done.
Yeah, I've done the same as you guys. I've moved out to the sticks essentially, and I'm still getting situations where I'm getting better pings to the servers than some of the other guys.
That's funny. It's funny.
Oh.
No, that's I used a mobile hotspot for the first time I played QuakeCon in 2017. When I did the qualifiers online, I had 300 ping because I was playing on a mobile hotspot, which is just shocking.
And you know,
my house couldn't get any other internet then, so I had legitimately no choice.
And you know what? It probably would have made you even more deadlier if you were to do that again today with the new netcode, which is making those high ping games actually viable to play for both parties now. It is. It's been a lot of fun being able to jump on the North American servers and, not to throw any shade, but get some of the easy games again. But yeah, I think we're going to be in a case of we're just going to be waiting for camera mate. So what we might do is go on a small break, and we will come back shortly.
All right, I'll come back in about 15 minutes.
Something like that. We'll have highlights from the previous game up on the stream whilst we wait. And yeah, we'll come back to this with Knight versus Kama coming up.
Grab a beer, grab some snacks, do what you need to do, take a shit, and we'll see you back here in 15.
Grab a low-carb, sugar-free drink.
Hey, good call, good call. All right, we'll see you soon, boys.
See you in a bit.
So wings go, maybe know how. Send something and never get tired. And I can't breathe, I bet on my own. Some pain, it always no.
Yeah, I'll come that spot.
And we're back. What timing do you have there, Donna?
I don't know. You just kind of Dan King casting alone. Like, he's shit.
We are live at the moment, people. We have Kama in on the server. We are just waiting for Donna to get loaded into the match. And we will be having a Dan and Donna cast for this winner brackets final. Let's get some of these picks and bans going. We already had Dan talking through a little bit of what's happening. Where are we? Just waiting for Donna to come online. But yes, we're going to be going into Corrupted Keep, first map. And I hope Dan's actually back. He might be out taking a break himself and didn't realise that we're going live once again.
I'm in.
Okay, invite is coming your way.
I can cast this series, but then I'm going to jump out for a bit. But I assume then you can jump back in. So
that's all good. I think we've got Dan on a little bit of a break at the moment, but we will be loading into the map right now. We are getting things underway nice and quickly. But yeah, CK, how are you feeling, Donna, about these picks? The camera on the Strog, Knight on the new Galena.
I mean, you know, I'm a bit out of date with the meta, but apparently the new Galena's pretty strong. You're in top 3 in the game.
We were saying that in the previous matchup we were. Being used by Salty pretty effectively there. I reckon Dan's going to come back to his computer and be surprised that there's a game of Quake running on it now.
But Strog is also like Strog, so...
Always good everywhere, and it's one of those things where... Yeah, it's just always going to be good. Who do you want to start on for this one?
You pick.
I pick, okay. I think we're going to start on Knight, because I think Kama's going to want to try and steamroll this nice and quickly. So take us away, Donna.
Oh, alright. Yeah, so we got, you know, Galena, grabs the LG, running around here. Just playing well map. Cam's looking to get LG. And Cam's got LG. And nice easy frag for Knight there to start the game.
That was actually really, really clean, I thought. Yes, he lost a bunch of armor, but he's still in a great position to be able to defend the mega here. We can see Cam has gone in for it.
Nice from Cam, though. Nah, he was just posturing towards the mega.
Posturing towards the mega. I like
the
that.
Knight's got good position here. Oh, not great rocket. Oh, what a rocket.
HMG coming out is...
He's literally a tickle away. Oh, but Cam's a huge tryboard at the end. Nice dodging.
Take a look at all the nail damage though. Knight was in...
Oh, the
totem. The totem is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, that's it.
Machine gun coming out. And Knight's just wanting to keep this going. He knows that if he gives Kama an inch, Kama will take a mile. And just getting the damage in. The Peaky comes out. Not very useful. Tells him where he is and tells him that he's going to have to back away from here. He's just copping HMG in the back.
Got no rockets. But nice little push here. Nice rockets from Cam. Oh, beautiful.
The rockets is what's going to be punishing there. Takes Knight out of it completely. And Kama's actually in a decent position. Pretty much reverse of what we were seeing with Knight at the beginning. Have the fight
nice little damage on there on the LG pickup, but Knight's got the stack advantage here. Cam's actually walking back.
Saw where he was. Yeah. That was just all information gathering there. He wanted to know which way Knight was going to plan out his next move. Because we know everything Kama talks about his game style. It's all about information gathering, knowing where and what your opponent's doing. And being in a position to see that.
Nice little HMG there from Knight. Nice rocket with the drop down. Unfortunate to not get more damage. Hits his head on the ledge.
That was tactical, you reckon? I
Definitely
thought we were
not.
going to see another totem go. Knight's got that totem right in front of the teleporter. I thought it was going to trigger. Obviously it didn't, but the LG
Oh,
from
huge
both
LG from Knight. Oh, huge tribal. Yeah, but Knight's got the Mega behind him. Knight will pick up frag, and he's going to get red here.
You can't just leave it open like that.
Oh, he scored on the LG pickup.
I haven't actually taken a look. Apparently, Kama was going to a different location to play tonight. So I wonder if, you know, different setup, different computer and all of the like is maybe throwing Kama off a little bit. Also being thrown into a game much earlier than he was expecting.
Nice push there from Cam. He's pretty low on this red. Oh, and Knight misses the shoddy shot. That would have killed.
The shoddy shot, I like that. I'm stealing it.
Now, Knight's pretty low on stack here. He seems to be not happy missing that. Nice rocket from Cam there, bit of damage. And Knight's caught a bit here, but he's got the triple totem going. Oh, huge LG from Knight. And Cam's really not hitting much there, but he still picks up the frag.
Obviously, he's hitting a lot if that's picking him up the frag. Plus, he got the mega from that. And he's got this heavy armor that he can pull back on.
Oh, that's a beautiful fucking rocket. He didn't peek in too far, so he didn't get slaughtered by the LG.
And then the peek just finished things off.
Yeah, beautiful peek rocket combo. He's going to catch Knight here at the LG. The Knight's got good head glitching position here. He's going to defend this mega.
Ton of LG damage by Cameron. Cameron's just pushing through. The totem catches him by
and he's going to get the rocket spawn here. Nice bit of damage. He can fall back, grab this light and the 250s there.
Knight knows that Cameron's weak though. That's why he pushes.
This is really good
something
positioning.
He can really do this patch.
Knight's still up one frag. Great rocket.
Nice and
beautiful. Off the spawn. Nice spam there on the edge to prevent Knight from dropping down, and he's delaying him. See a rocket, yeah, nice.
I like the fact that Cameron's keeping the aggression up, keeping himself getting in, looking for which way Knight's going to go. He pushes himself in. The peek.
That's a great peek up because he was going to get slaughtered with that.
And we got a spawn frag happening right here. The gauntlet comes.
The
gauntlet hits.
He's absolutely tugged that rocket, and Knight will pick up red.
Did you see what happened with that gauntlet though? That pushed Kama away. Kama was ready to go into the kill.
Just missed that light there, but that's right.
I mean, at the moment, it doesn't really matter. 2 frags up. As we're seeing on this matchup, it's not really mattering much, yeah.
And it's CK, especially with the new starting stacks, you can really rack up frags.
You've just got to get that starting frag to start the train of frags going.
So Knight's really slowing it down here. He might put a bit of pressure on the Mega. He's just chilling low on that. That's just rocket jumped up. Yeah, the problem is he's now pretty low. He's got no armor. And great HMG. Knight's hit about 100 damage there, and Kama hit 15.
I was going to say, it was a little bit of damage that Knight probably didn't need to do, the opening damage that was there. Kama was more than happy to go through and put himself in a bit of a weak position, but Knight rocket him and just rockets straight into the wall.
Putting a little pressure off the spawn, but he's not healthy enough to push that. So now we've got 15 seconds before red here. Knight slowed it down well. I mean, within 3 frags, he can still really rack them up quick, get back in the game. Cam just wants to keep control of this map. He's got 2 seconds to get back to red. He is strong though. Oh, what in the tug was that? But that's alright.
Is that how you're censoring yourself, is it? Instead of saying fuck, you're saying tug.
No, it was a tug, bro. He tugged it. But we're really well played by Knight here. He's got him up to 100, but Cam still has control of his top side of the map. And so Knight, 3 minutes left. He doesn't need to do anything just yet. But, nice little 40 damage there. Great peeker here.
And the peak is actually working for Camera a lot. We've seen a fair few people pick the strong and mainly just using it for...
Oh, the Shroom's Blade comes out!
The Shroom's Blade. I was going to say, we've seen a few people picking the strong just for the movement and then not using Pika. So it's fantastic to see Kama using the entire champion tonight. Paid for the champ, he's going to use the whole champ.
This is good defensive red here from Cam. Just dancing around, taxing the item pickups, and then he's going to get red, 100 armor advantage, while also dodging the nail spam from Knight. Oh, what a fucking
those rockets.
Knight.
And yeah, the refocus that Kama had on that totem just gave a great opening for Knight to get in. We're going to see if he can make a bit of a snowball here. The rockets are strong. Rockets straight into LG.
Huge rockets from both players there.
Yeah,
so the thing
absolutely love to see it.
Knight's got the frag now, but Cam did so much damage with that last rocket that he's going to grab red off the spawn, and Knight's actually up here, but Knight's been really deadly from this position with the head glitching MG.
Yeah, normally it's a position
nice to get out there,
be.
free from damage. Gets the totem thingo on Cam.
Just a totem.
Damage, sorry.
It's all
So
good,
this
mate.
is good from Knight. I mean, he's got 110 left, 2 frags, doesn't really need to do anything just yet, but in the next 20 seconds, you got to figure something out. Cam's going to get this red, come back, and he's got 5 seconds for Mega. So Knight is actually in a bit of a pickle here. Nice 24 damage, 100 damage there from Knight, but he's still on the low end.
I love the attempted use of the totem damage there. Knew that Kama was going to go for the Mega and just tried getting an exploding totem on him. Obviously,
The problem is Knight has to push in really now. Like, and
30 seconds.
Cam's just sitting up top. Oh fuck, what a rocket. That's GG's.
Yeah.
Honestly, really well played from both players actually.
Yeah,
I think
Kama's
Knight
not
had a
gonna-
really great start actually. And Knight played really well defensively. It's just that Cam hit huge damage on that frag at the top light with 1:30 left. That meant Knight had to give up red. Cam got off the spawn. Oh, nice rocket. And that was it.
The GG comes out, and there we are. Kama gets the first map, and we will be going back to the menu now. We will, as we will be heading into Awoken as our next map. Dan, are you back yet? He is not, so we'll keep going together. We will, Don.
He's probably taking shit.
Oh wait, no, he's back. He's back.
We missed the whole map, eh?
You missed the whole map, but I had Donna here with me, and I'm going to give Donna into your lovely caring arms there, Dan, and you can guide him through Awoken. You can.
I don't want that.
That's all Donna wants.
How do you think
Yeah,
how that first
no,
map
actually.
played out, Dan?
I reckon it was 12-8 in Kama's favour.
Honestly, that's
you
pretty
didn't see
close.
it.
It was about 12-7 if you don't
Okay.
count the last, frag at 5 seconds left. So
Not bad, not bad. So that was CK, right?
That was
Yeah,
CK.
CK.
CK's done and out of the way. And honestly, at the start of the map, I actually thought we were going to be seeing this go Knight's way. Knight was in control for quite a bit of that map. It was mainly in the later half there that Kama was able to turn it around. And I have just
Cam's just
realised that
second
I did not have Shroolsy there doing the predictions for me. So I'm going to have to do that. We've got Kama needing a quick break, obviously doing the drive across the plains to get to an active computer.
yeah, they don't have internet, Cal, do they?
Let's not dox anyone, Donna.
Oh,
But we'll be going into Awoken. We're going to be seeing a Nyx versus Ranger matchup. I feel like we've seen this matchup quite frequently over the years. How do
I'm
you guys
just
think this is
impressed
going to
he-
play out?
I'm impressed he got to his parents' house, set up his foot pedals in such a short amount of time. Like, what an effort, honestly.
20
You
minutes.
can't tell us he's not committed, you know what I mean?
Like, I literally got nothing done in that time. I basically just looked at, like, the wall for, like, 4 minutes and I had to come back.
Okay, looks like everyone's ready, so we will be jumping into the match here on Awoken. I am going to leave this all up to you two. I'll be going on mute, so it's
Easy.
all up to you guys. Take it away, Dan and Donna.
We got the double Ds here.
Big D's here, yeah. Deadly duo. Fuck.
So we got Awoken coming up now. Knight, obviously, he's down 0-1, feeling a touch of pressure, but I like the Ranger pick. So, obviously, Knight, very defensive player, and you can really use that orb, to kind of just get a lot of damage out in a short amount of time. And Cameron's going to need to be careful that he doesn't kind of, go in a bit too aggressively. We know he's going to try and use his rail long range, and obviously Cam's whole play style just revolves around him trying to put pressure off spawn. So hopefully Knight's going to make the right call, because obviously the biggest advantage you can give yourself as Cam is to delay your spawns, not let him get those shots off when you kind of spawn, and
We'll
kick it off and we'll watch Knight. Yeah, let's see what Knight's got.
3, 2, 1, fight.
Take us away, Donna.
Oh, he's grabbing his top light here for the red. And Cam's actually pushed in. And we've got a ghost war. Cam managed to get the red. And, alright.
What a start.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Fast and Furious 11, here we come.
Oh, fuck, what a shot, cunt. Here we go. 25 seconds in, I guess.
And you can't let Cam be getting free shots off of you. He's one of the best railers to ever play Quake. So, let's see what Knight can do. He's going to need to really think his way through here and just avoid copping rail after rail. But big up the jump pad.
Big LD.
Far from Cammer.
Yeah, nice LD from Knight there. Oh, great rock.
Giving him a big in, honestly, that he didn't otherwise have.
Nice spam from Knight, and after these two health bubbles, he's going to be stack advantage, but Cam just playing his weapon advantage. So he's got no rockets and no rail for this red.
Yeah, is he going to contest? Just straight in. He's got invis, so he's not even concerned at all.
The good thing for Knight is these 3 frags, we're a minute in. He's got time to slow it down. Oh, look at those rockets.
Oh, big
Knight.
rockets. And this is the thing about playing a Nyx. No matter how far behind you think you are, a couple of direct rockets can get you straight back in. Oh, nice. I actually really like that damage.
Oi!
Oh! And just like that, you're back in the game. Can he get a quick kill off it on the red here?
Rail. Spawn rail? Oi, that's sharp. And look at Cam's health. Nick's off the spawn. He's 20 HP. He's stacked up now, but now LG is all cleaned up.
Keep the pressure on, that's it.
He's sitting up.
You know what Cam wants? Cam wants to get a rail. Don't let him. Cannot be free.
Oh, nice push from Cam there. Huge LG damage.
That was really risky as well, because if Knight had had a rocket out or OG out,
yeah.
But still,
Nice
Cam's
round,
got
right?
invis up here, so Knight needs to be very careful with how he plays this. Good
Nice
round,
round from
but
Knight.
needs to get out. Needs to get himself out. Very good, very good. Give up the mega, get yourself a stack so you can't be railed. Well played, well played.
Nice. Now it's fairly even stack. Cam's about to get a mega though.
And he just gets caught out there in no man's land. Cam going to take full control here, and as I talked about before the game, you see Cam just looking for that spawn damage. Look, all the time. That's his, obviously, the big strategy, and one that you need to employ in Quake Champions. And a bit of tribal damage. That actually got really well for him.
Nice LG from Knight. Look at that damage. Dropping down.
He's almost killed him somehow, which is hard to believe, but
Like, even though he's died there, he's really evened up the stacks here. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
and Red's still like 12 seconds away. Can Knight make a bit of a play here and go for it? I actually think he should.
Nice rocket buy.
Oh, the rocket rail, though, has just crushed him. And this is the advantage of Nyx, like, being used in full effect. Like, in some of these situations, you see Cam can go more aggressive when he's got that, you know, the invis up, because he doesn't have to worry about just getting hit by a rocket in an orb and dying. Like, it's
huge backup plan.
And that gives him the ability to just, like, look, just run straight across the middle of the map, no concerns.
Oh, huge LD from Knight there. Even up the stacks here. 5 seconds to Red.
More importantly, 20 seconds until this invis. Can he? Oh, it takes a bit of tri-bolt damage though and has to leave.
And Knight's picked up rail. Knight's only shot 8 rails this game. He hasn't really had it.
Impressive.
Oh, and this is not good for him. Yeah, he would have needed a miracle to make it out of there, and just Cam restacks on the Mega. Gonna have mid control. Rail him off the map.
Oh, wow.
That is painful. And another rail off spawn again. If you're in spec and you're watching, when you're playing Cam, delay your spawns. Biggest strategy you can have against him.
Time. Stopwatch.
And I like the initiative from Knight there, but the thing is, he's so far behind, so out of control. Like, he's trying to basically, you know, force a kill to happen and hopefully take control, but he just can't get there right now.
See, now even Cam's 50 HP here, he can just use his rail to bully Knight exactly like that. Red is up, but Cam's going to have position on it. And look at it there, just punishing that rail pickup perfectly.
Yeah, he's got the weaponry, he's got the stack.
He thought Knight was going to jump back across there, and Knight picks up Mega.
Yeah. Well done, but, you know, even here, like, again, more rail damage, and Cam just finishes with LG. Like, and off the spawn again, another shot. Just what we've grown to expect, too. Make it 3 potentially if he comes through the TP. No, he's decided the better of that.
Look at that tri-bolt.
Oh, the tri-bolt, though, just waited to hear him jump. A very nice play from Cam. Yeah, like, honestly, really strong performance at the start here, and, you know, Knight just, he doesn't have rail, he doesn't have weaponry to contest, and he's jumping into shots here from Cam.
Like, it's, Knight cannot touch him. He can just hit a couple rails in biz. Now Knight's running across the map, 20 HP.
And, you know, with 3 minutes 30 left up against the Nyx, this is basically, you know, the impossible win already. A good player on Nyx is just, you're never going to be able to get this level of frags. And Knight just needs to basically mentally prepare himself, right?
Yeah, it's a BO5. Even though he's 2 maps down, far from over.
I'd be taking every opportunity to fight I could here. Get your aim as warm as you can. Like, lose by 50 frags if you've got to.
Yeah. Hey! Oh.
Because come the next game, like, we can see Cam's aim is on. Your aim is going to need to be on if you want to take him down.
This is where Knight wants to get some, even though he's not going to win here, just try and rack up some frags. Get the blood moving, you know what I mean?
Oh, nice rocket jump attack. I like this.
Oh.
Oh, good trade. Good trade in the end, but I really like this initiative like Knight's taken. Like I said, you know, the game's over, but it's mentally you have to basically get yourself in the zone and make sure your aim is tip top. Big LG here. Very nice aim.
LG.
He's getting warmed up. You can definitely see he's starting to feel his aim a bit, but also his movement. His movement's going to need to be sharp. So just make sure you're not kind of just like brain fading this last couple minutes. Put the effort in. Make sure you're practicing your movement, getting around, strafing, hitting your shots. And that's what he's doing. I like the fact that he hasn't just given up this map, because it would have been easy to do that, but sometimes like it's better not to reset and just prep yourself.
Oh,
And here comes the Nimbus attack. Nice Reddit, very well done. But the LG from Cam, too strong. Better positioning. Had the high ground and just takes him out.
There's a wall up there, champ.
And I'll say it kind of to my point before the game started, before I left. I talked to the fact of, you know, when we looked at the map choices and we looked at the champion picks, as I kind of mentioned to Dasbok, Knight had let Kama take all 4 of his favorite champions across these first 4 maps. And we're seeing the reason why you really want to hinder your opponent on their champion picks if you can, because look how effective like the rail game, the Nyx rail game is in Kama's hands. Like second to none. It's so hard to counteract it. And both of them just kind of doing a little dance there, a little bit of a tango.
Impressive.
Oh, what a shot.
Yeah.
And just clean in every sense of the word this second map was. What are we going on to map 3? Can Knight pull it back? Oh, look at
the drive on into the fucking orb.
that was nice. I like what I've seen there at the end.
GG.
Again, like you look at the score, but
Look at the rail shot.
Knight had to try something, right? And this is where, like, at the start of the game, there, you know, he loses the rail spawn. Kama gets it. Now he kind of half-assed just going. You know, there's a strategy where you just basically sacrifice kills until you get position, right? He half-assed that and kind of went, oh well, I'm just going to try and deal, you know, damage as he comes to Mega, but he never had rail. So he was always on the back foot, just taking shots in between fights and losing frags anyways. At some point, it might have been better to just go balls to the wall, orb in, try a rocket fire, try and make something happen, and then look for a refrag situation. Yeah. Because once Kama's got that rail position, guess what he's doing? He's force spawning you over an LG every time. And he's just not going to give you any opportunity, basically, to come get that rail gun unless you want to take a rail shot for it.
So we got Cam on the Eisen here. I think the new Eisen, bit tanky, is he? The new turret.
He is. I mean, I like Knight to pick here because Knight is really good on kill.
And you can
I don't know what changes they've made to kill, I'll be honest, since the new patch. So I don't know if he's in a better spot or worse spot, but he was definitely really good on kill before. But again, Kama has flat out practiced Eisen on this map, which is surprising to me that, you know, if like this is where you've got to make that choice of, do you pick the champ to deny it from your opponent just because you know they're so well versed on it? And it seemed like Knight was more of the opinion, oh, I'll pick my best champ and let him have his best champ. And I guess we'll see how that kind of turns out. From kind of the start of the game, we expect Knight to kind of go real defensive here and just try and take that top control position. So let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Prepare to fight.
You're on Knight.
Round begins.
Yeah, on Knight. Start on Knight.
3,
He's 2-0 down.
2, 1.
Let's see what
So
he
we're
can
taking
do.
him off the spawn. He's got LG, so this is going to be basically the biggest advantage he can get. Gets the rockets, gets the LG, gets full stack on armor, and he'll have the mega health stack. Doesn't have rail, but that will not matter if he plays it right.
Great rocket and nade combo there.
Oh, I like this aggressive push.
Oh, great push. Great rocket.
Good. Oh, but he takes it direct, and that's going to hurt him a lot in this next situation. Let's see, can he hit some damage? Oh, beautiful direct again. Take him. Oh,
Now Knight's got rail. Oh!
But Kammer hasn't rocket jumped up. I think
Great nade! Great
Very
frag.
good from Knight. I'm actually really impressed with how he's played that whole situation there. And a really good start for him. Just get the 50, defend the rockets, defend the LG here. Don't let him get weapons for free. Delay long enough so that you can get the red. Perfect. Perfect. Get that red. And no need to fight here, honestly. Oh, what a rocket. Now you should fight.
Great LG.
Yeah, it's perfect. This is what an opening. Oh, look at that little spawn opportunity there.
How much damage did that do? Oh, great rocket.
None.
Great frag.
Oh, take the LG out. Don't risk it. Oh, this is not good.
Oh, nice rail though.
He's pulled himself together, but he's got to be careful here. Because, just like
Oh, it's a train. Who's got the spawn?
that. No, it gets a good spawn. Perfect. Rockets and rail. Exactly what he needed. Run straight to the LG. Can reposition back up top of Mega. Oh, he doesn't make it in time, though.
Oh, great nade into rail.
Damage. And denies the lower 50. This is actually, I gotta say, Naya's played pretty phenomenally at the start of this game here.
Nice frag.
I've been, like, so far, we've seen really good strategy employed by Naya, and he's hitting everything. Uh-oh. Needs to run here. He's in trouble. Nothing he can do, so now Kammer gets his opportunity to basically lay on the pressure. And lay on the pressure he does with an instant second frag off spawn. Mega health, 50 armor to the taking, and Knight just needs to be real careful here. He can't, like, he's gone to basically deal max damage, but it's not worked out because the 50 and then the red is going to spawn and Kammer's full health again. And again, just he's trying to make something happen here, but he needs to play more defensive. Giving up this many frags is just not working in your favor.
And on that,
the spawn.
Taken.
The creative rails, Cam's got Mega and top 50.
Impressive. Netmaster.
And to Knight's credit, he's hit like every rail still, but it's just like you see the difference if you're out of position and you got no control. What can you do? Like if you take a rail, you're in so much trouble. Cam hits literally 100% LG every time they engage in an LG battle because kill basically takes up his whole screen.
I mean, it's far, like 345 in, he's 3 frags down. Like, there's so much room for a comeback here. All time well. Oh, look at that! Oh my god!
Big rockets. That is exactly what he needed, and both items up. He needs to put some pressure if he can on this red, but he's not going to make it there in time.
He's got a good position here. He can try and deal some damage.
No, but taking those rails is going to hurt. Poor.
He just let Cam walk up.
Almost cops a fatal rail.
Oh, beautiful rocket!
Oh, what a shot!
Double rocket nade combo. Great rockets from Knight.
Oh, very nice from Knight.
And just like that, it's 7-8. 1 frag behind.
But he's going to give up full control here, which is...
He's going for the red.
Is he?
That's it.
What big balls on him. Uh-oh, the LG damage. And I actually am pretty impressed. Knight's made it out of here somehow without dying. Just yet, I should say.
That's not too
Can
healthy
Knight pull
here,
off
though.
a miracle here? Let's see. Couple of rails and...
5
Unfortunately.
minutes
Yeah, like, this is great for, well, it has been worse for Knight. 1 frag down, he's 100.
Oh, and he misses the jump! Oh no!
Wait, Cam does as well, what?
The stack advantage
great rocket.
here. Just needs
Both
to hit
players missed.
anything. And who will hit the first shot? Oh, they trade rails. Trade rails again. But again, look who's falling back on the items. Cam, he's going to get the mega. He's going to get the 50. Red's up in 5 seconds. Like, Knight dies within the next 20 seconds here, guaranteed.
Oh, wow.
There's just nothing you can do if you don't have the ability to restack after trading every shot. And look at this. The stack on that turret is it's too healthy.
Oh, huge catch from right here though. Big damage.
But the damage again from Cam just too strong. And it's not over. We've got 3 minutes 50, you know, 4 kills. It could be done. But, like, Knight's going to have to play really well and Cam's going to have to make some mistakes. And just right now, he's not doing that. Oh,
nice round from Knight. Another one.
Big rail from Knight. Oh, another one. Can he hit one more? Needs another miracle shot. Decides to back off and probably the right call. See if you can actually get yourself into control here. But again, he's just gone super defensive down at rail and just giving up any hope of taking control. And Cam just restacks for it for free.
Now this
and at this point, like, what does Knight need to do? Like, Cam just rushes him knowing that he's got no stack to fight with here.
That spawn run, that's crazy.
The time is ticking away, you know? Like,
fucking hell.
Everything is gone in Cam's favour here. Like,
Knight's picked up mega here. He's got a good stack, 2.5 left. But looks like he's just going to give Cam...
And he's hiding maybe for a trap here. Let's see. Would Cam... Oh, if only Cam dropped down in front of him. The kill would have been on.
Actually a great play. Like, perfect time to do so.
And the LG from Cam, it's really strong.
Rockets from Knight.
Oh, big shot.
What a shot.
Mega's up first.
And he's got mega. And we got flat. He can come over to red now. And Knight's going to have full control of the map here. Oh,
and now he's going to have to hit everything for this next, like, 2 minutes if he wants to win this game. He's got 6 frags deficit, so there's no time to waste on this. Big opening rocket. Can he hit the rail?
Oh,
very nice.
Rail.
Or tries to force spawn, but Cam sees it and delays the spawn. Exactly what Knight should have done in that opening period.
And that makes a huge difference because an extra free frag or even a rail off the spawn there with a minute and a half to go is huge.
You're like quite literally got a delay up to 45 seconds with just your spawn delay. And Knight makes some really good shots, but he can't afford to miss anything here. He can't even afford to slow down.
He needs a frag right now. He just has to charge in.
And he knows Cam is over there, but he can't see him yet. And there's the LG. Oh, very nice.
Picks up the frag,
exactly what he needs to do, but again, look at the delay. HP. Another 5 seconds taken off the clock from the spawn delay.
Cam just grabbed that light, so it's looking rough. He gets red here. He's got to go right now, though.
And Cam's just going to give him no opening. Oh, almost gets the drop down onto him, but again, see, like Cam's just obviously playing that time, knows he's got 4 spawn delays in his back pocket. That's 20 seconds. Oh. And he's done exactly what he needed to do. He's taken the game and he's taken the series, and honestly, just what more can you say? Like, really strong from Cam. Like, his all-round aim, his spawn frags, like, he's hit 80% RAW and 45% LG in this map. Like, that's aimbot level aim.
GG's.
The fact Knight has even kept that to 15-9 with those kind of accuracies is impressive. Like, that's impressive in itself. Quite literally, 80% RAW from Cam and 46% LG.
I mean, besides that working game, CK Knight had chances to win. At least the first half. And even this game, 9-15, as we said, with literally aimbot accuracies.
Again, like Knight, next time he plays Cam, And I'm saying that on the basis that just that seeing, like, we could see Knight was still playing really well there. So I suspect he has a slight upper hand on Lucky and gets back into the kind of grand final here. But I feel like if he comes up against him again, he needs to make that choice to deny Kama some of those those champ picks. You just can't let your opponent get his 4 favorite champions. When you're playing the strategy of Quake Champions and the pick ban, like I said, you have to make sure that you're good enough to take away your opponent's comfort picks on maps. And think about it, even if Knight managed to win that game, he then goes into Insomnia with Kama playing Visor. What an absolute uphill battle that's going to be. 90 damage rails hitting you from every angle, 80% accuracy minimum. That's just... He's beaten himself. And let's hope next time he makes the right kind of pick ban choices and can work his way into it. Nothing taken away from Knight, though. Like I said, Cam's obviously played fantastic there. He's hit every shot he needed to hit. He's played control really well. He spawn fragged well. Anyone would have a challenge beating that opponent.
Having said that, though, we are going into our lower bracket final now, where we'll be having RR Lucky taking on Knight. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting one, I reckon, Dan. Knight's going to be coming immediately off a crushing 3-0 loss from Kama and having to take on Lucky, Lucky's been watching this. He's seen how Knight's playing, and he's probably going to be feeling pretty good going into this, I'd imagine.
Definitely. I mean, if we get the Lucky who was, if Lucky's playing like he did on Corrupted Keep and Blood Cove, this is going to be a real close game. Lucky, just his reading and his patience on making plays, and obviously his accuracy is just phenomenal all around, like every weapon. So sometimes, if you're not, maybe you're thinking your advantage is that your combat skills, but with Lucky, I don't think that's the case. Like, his combat skills are really sharp. He's up there with the best of them. So let's hope Knight can get himself back into the right mindset, play his strategy that he loves to play, and just hopefully kind of put the pressure on from a control perspective rather than a name perspective.
I think there's a good chance we're going to see that, just looking at the maps that are being picked at the moment. Knight taken Deep Embrace immediately. We know that's one of the maps that he really enjoys playing on, regardless of what you think about the map and the fact that it's worse than the Longest Yard. He's really solid there, and he's just taken that immediately. I see we're not going to have Molten Falls or Insomnia this matchup as well. And we're going to have Awoken and Veil as maps 2 and 3. It seems to be a bit of a theme tonight. Maps 2 and 3 are always Awoken and Veil. And if we get to it, we'll be finishing off on Corrupted Keep and Blood Covenant. So we're just waiting on the champ pick bans to come through now. But we're not waiting any time tonight, Dan. We're just getting right into it and going for it.
Yeah. And I really do like the kind of, and Corrupted picks, because I feel like they're maps that generally tend towards close games. Just the nature of how they kind of play. There's a lot of refragging on Corrupted. If your opponents are relatively close in skill level, it kind of makes for those tight games where it comes down to the last kind of minute or so to decide the winner. And same with Val. Because a lot of, obviously, the situations in Val, you've got to press in risky areas, and you take a lot of damage for it. So even if you do control well on that map, you can still kind of die unexpectedly. So I think that's what tends to, obviously, those maps tend to kind of get picked at that 3-4 area, because if you're getting pumped on the first couple of maps, then you kind of just throw in a bit of a curveball and potentially just kind of get into a bit of a 50-50 map where it's who kind of hits their shots in those close defensive situations.
Yeah, it's also a little bit, I feel, they're the two maps that everyone's comfortable on. They're the maps in Quake Champions that probably get the most amount of play from everyone, being, you know, first and last in the list. Yeah, you know, it's the comfort food of Quake Champions, those two.
The comfort food, I like that.
We got a clutch.
100%.
Knight on the clutch, Lucky on the Ranger. So we know Knight likes a clutch. We know he's the one who's been bemoaning the changes to clutch the most. But apparently his clutch game is still strong. The Galena coming out, I'm not surprised to see that coming up right now.
No, not at all.
That
And it's a good
makes sense,
pick
yeah.
on Awoken. Same strategy I think we're going to see as we saw earlier with Salty.
Strong from Lucky though on Awoken. The only thing is though, when I've seen Lucky play Strog, I don't see much Pika usage from him. It really does feel like he chooses Strog more for the movement than anything else. And
I'll say like that's the biggest advantage though that Strog has. Like his movement and the Stroyan. If you're playing, like in my opinion, Strog's the best champion. Simply for the movement and the Stroyan. It seems strange to say that his Pika doesn't even need to be in it, but just those two things alone make him the best. If you get a good opening on a Strog and you can just slide around the map putting pressure in full control, picking up 25s as you kill people, it is such a hard character to stop. Obviously, the Pika ability is really good for his defensive type, like when you need to go defensive on Strog. But his best aspect is his aggression. Like if you get him humming, you can rack up, 6-7 kills and basically then just play out a game defensively with super fast movement. Past that point. So
we've seen how you play Strog defensively, thinking all the way back to 2022 on Ruins against Zeneku there. So definitely know what you mean by the speed of movement coming in handy there. But then we're gonna...
Especially on Awoken, you can actually just fucking teleport on the map. Excuse my language, sorry.
You're all good. I was going to say Scale Bearer on Veil. I'm liking that pick. And the BJ seems to be a bit more of a counter pick to the Scale.
Yeah, I actually think... Like, we just saw right then in that Kama Knight game how much the LG just destroys the heavies. Like, every time there was a little LG fight where, Knight basically thought, I'll just try and put a little bit of pressure here. He died within like 2 seconds against the LG. Well,
and a lot of times, Kama was like jumping down from top. So Knight is going to hit everything. But because you're a heavy, Cam's also going to hit everything. So... Like, I think with the BJ, like this.
Yeah, and we saw before, like Lucky on Corrupted Keep when he was playing against that Athena. I don't reckon he missed like a cell of LG for the first kind of 3 minutes into that map. So if he's on point with Zame again, I would hate to be that Scale Bearer just getting absolutely glued everywhere I run. Fourth map, we've got a Doom versus Death Knight. Yes, someone's bought the Death Knight out. It's time. And let's be honest, Lucky's probably feeling pretty good about that Doom pick after he absolutely Goomba stomped Salty before. So, and also, like when we kind of look into the last map pick, it's given him the opportunity to get one of the lights. So that was probably good decision making from Salty there. Lucky there. But on the counterpart, Knight also gets Visor, which is, he's no slouch on DM6. So, good picks all round. I actually think...
you reckon we'll get to Blood Covenant, though, Dan? You've played both of these guys. You've seen how they're playing tonight. You're probably the one in the best position to tell us, how this matchup is likely to go. So
I actually think if Lucky plays this first map well, then we probably go the distance. I think like he needs to win this one. And Ranger is an absolute phenomenal pick against the clutch. Not even just for the explosive damage, but the opportunity to basically orb to the opposite side of the map to escape if you're getting rushed. So, I mean, the ball's in his court. I actually think this is a good way to start your kind of 5-map pick. And I think if he wins this, we get to see all 5 maps.
Well, all things considered then, I think we'll start off on Lucky for this map setup, and he's going to get that rail heavy spawn, so I would be expecting he's going to be looking for early damage. Deep Embrace, one of those maps where you've just got to keep the pressure on. Like 5, 6, 7 frag lead really isn't that much on this map.
Oh, and big rails to open here from Lucky. He's just delayed this red. I actually really like it because Knight's in a... Look at his health. He's in a bad position here, and the orb is still up. And he gets the shield out early.
And it's a wasted shield by the looks of it. Lucky doesn't do any damage to it, doesn't force it. And Knight's the one who's put out of position a bit there. We gotta see a bit of a trade.
This is really good. Like, look, he gets the 50 armor. He can actually push this. I'd be going aggressive here. No shield. And you've got orb. And you know red is delayed. I'd be getting right up there right now. Perfect. That was actually really well played by... Like, he was a little bit hesitant, but he still gets himself into the right position. And he needs to get himself this LG. Don't worry about trying to push him here. There's no need. Get the lightning gun. That's going to do so much more for your opportunities coming up in the next couple minutes.
Oh, but the shield pop comes out and... Knight manages to survive by the skin of his teeth there. The shield really coming in clutch for him. He gets re-armored, re-health back up, and Lucky's just... damage he's putting out, even straight off a spawn. He's keeping Knight on his toes. I think Knight wants to play more aggressively here and just can't. If you're being hit left, right, and center, there's not much you can really do.
Again, Lucky, like, he's taken too long. He needs to... The LG is going to be so important up against the clutch. Again, he's going to enter a fight without lightning gun in his arsenal.
And clutch is such a big target, you can't miss it. It's essentially free damage.
Oh, will he get him before he gets up here? Oh, that's so close.
And Lucky's railable now, although Knight was railable for just a minute. Both players missing.
And this is really good for Lucky. Just needs to hit anything here.
Too much respect, backing away, giving away the angle of that rail shot then. Guess he's gonna have the mega, but Knight's gonna be able to get this heavy.
Oh, I like this. This aggressive play from Lucky here. Doesn't want to give him any room. Can he get the red and mega? That's the real question.
No, Knight's gonna...
Here we go. He's going for it. This is actually really bad for Knight. I know he gets the mega here, but losing that shield...
He's lost everything.
If Lucky actually can get a kill here, this is really good for him. Again, no LG. Can't go too hard.
I'm liking the patience from Lucky, though. He knew Knight was going to have to come out of there and just was more than happy to sit around and wait for Knight to make the move, get that free damage. Got him down to 40.
There's a risk here, though, with being too patient that you let him get shield back up continuously for every fight. Like, you need to get aggressive on one of these situations and get a kill. See, or he gets his shield up and he kills you instead. Oh, what a rocket. That is just such a big spawn frag from Knight coming out there.
One of the only left in this map, from what I understand. I know Syncera did quite a bit of changes to try and cut down on the amount of spawn frags that were there in Duel.
Okay, on this map or on all maps?
On this map. Well, on all maps, but this map's the one that's most obvious. You've only got the LG spawn and that rail spawn really left.
There you go. And again, Lucky's got an opportunity. He's backed away again, but it's the same scenario. 15 seconds on shield. Red was coming up there. He should have pushed him and gone for a kill. Now, any time after this for the next, any situation he runs into after this is basically going to be worse off for him to try and get a kill, because Clutch is going to have a shield and every weapon.
Already up. Already got it.
And look at his health and stack now. Like, he can't contest anything. He's just got to run away. And just taking rounds as he tries to escape. Like, Knight is doing a really good job here of just laying the pressure on in between two. As we can see there, like, he's just looking for every rail shot, looking for every rocket. He's pushing him, going for spawn shots.
5-minute warning.
And again, he's got his shield up, so what can Lucky do here? It's just going to be another push.
Pretty much die is all he can do at the moment. He's taken so much damage. Yes, he's gotten that small armor, but he's now essentially trapped. He's got 2 ways to go, and Knight's going to be able to position himself just to collect him just like that.
Yep. And again, let's see, is Knight going to make it over for the red? Oh man, that movement. That was really nice from Knight. He just did a double jump straight up the jump pad and basically nailed straight onto the platform. And again, look at the shield's almost back up again. Like, Knight's just going to wait and take the next fight with the shield again. And you'll see he's not going to play defensive. Once that shield's up, he's going to go aggressive on him.
He's
nice movement from Knight.
So bloody quick.
Yeah, you can see he's definitely on a... like, he's got the movement figured out. Different level to kind of what Salty was bringing before.
Let's be honest, Salty's level before was I needed to pick a champ. Clutch has a lot of health. Where Knight actively practices Clutch, knows how it works, knows how to use it. Comes down to the way he's using the ability as well. You were calling out before how he's having the shield ready to go pretty much every fight. And he's positioning himself in a way that he can get the time vials and get that shield back quickly every single battle. I think what some people in chat have called out is true. Just this split, everyone needs to stop giving Knight Clutch on defense.
Has he been picking it?
All the time. If you let him get it, he's doing that combo.
I mean, watching him play it here, it'd be a bad choice to let him get this champion on an E-map.
Yeah.
Let alone Deep Embrace. And we see, like, Lucky's got his kill. He's got 3 minutes for 7 kills. And he's got, the most important part, he's got a lightning gun. So he can actually deal a lot of damage to a Clutch.
Yeah, the worst part is Clutch has a lightning gun as well and has more stack at the moment. Also got that railgun to just, stop any form of gap closing that you may try and do. And Knight's just going to be more than happy to run down the clock right now. He doesn't need to collect any more frags. He just needs to not give them up. Cheeky 30 damage there.
Oh, he steals the red. I like that. Unlucky, though. He just doesn't have the health, basically, to
Shield is just
contest
so good.
Knight. Yeah, shield is so good. Like, it's literally the difference between, Clutch being a really good champion and then when he doesn't have it, he's terrible.
Yeah, bit of a glass
because he's basically just a guaranteed, 100% damage on him.
Lucky almost got him down then, but I think, to be honest, Lucky was surprised how low he was. Didn't position himself to have the right weapon out to finish the job. And Knight's surviving on thoughts and prayers at the moment. 28 HP. But, Lucky can't find him.
And again, shield's about to be up. Oh, he gets a kill before it, though. Perfect.
I mean, Knight's now got shield up. He's got LG. He can just pop shield and rush in. He's now going to have Mega.
I think this is what you all away. Perfect. That's what he should have been doing basically from the get-go. Every time the shield was coming out, he just saves his ult for that, runs away.
And don't run back at him, obviously.
Yeah. But obviously, now the time's here. Lucky has no option. You've just got to fight. And, I mean, it's got to be said. The first couple of minutes there from Knight, like absolute Clutch masterclass he was pulling out. Like, Lucky basically would have had to been playing, a very perfect Ranger-style gameplay to counter him, so...
and to be fair, Ranger's a bit nerfed in this patch. Whilst he was a good pick against the heavies previously, he's just not as effective anymore. The orb's doing less damage and, it's moving a little bit slower, so...
It still feels like, obviously, he's a bit of a comfort pick for a lot of people. And I don't blame him. Like, he's still one of my favourite champs too, just for the movement aspect alone and the rocket jumping capability.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad pick. It's just there's a little bit of, as you said, the comfort. You know what to expect, so you're there for it in that way, shape, and form. But anyway, that is Deep Embrace done now. We'll be going on to Awoken, where we're going to see that Galena versus Strog that we were talking about before, where, you know, Lucky's got all that extra movement going for him, what you consider to be the best champ in the game, and Knight with those new totems that just have so much health that seem to trip people up. And being able to get them all deployed, having that pocket, what do you call it, the pocket mega ready to go is so strong.
So strong. But, yeah, let's see if, you know, Lucky can get good control on that rail side of the map and just play a little bit defensively just to, you know, keep Knight basically playing the top area of the map and just holding the mega health. Do you know what I mean? Like, you want him to basically be taking that mega health as often as possible so that he doesn't have armor overstack, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be like even just from the smallest level of strategy, the opening kind of thought that he's going with here. So, look, I know I said obviously I think like he needed to win that first one to get it, but I'm still cheering him on. I hope we see a good game here, because if he fights back and he can pull off Woken, which with this champion pick, it's very possible, right? Then he goes into Vale, which, like I said, that can generally be a bit of a flip of a coin, where it can come down to just such minor mistakes and a kind of, you know, 10 health battle either way that kind of wins that map. And then Corrupted keep the same. It can be a lot of refragging. So, yeah, he just needs to basically really push it on Awoken. He needs to get a win here. If he loses this map, then it puts all the pressure basically on him, and Knight just kind of cruises into a 2-0 lead and has 3 opportunities basically to make sure he gets his strategy right.
Yeah, while it's a good story to be able to say, hey, I came in reverse sweep to win my match, it's a lot of stress. It's a lot of mental load that you just don't need. So, yeah, I'm hoping we can see Lucky get away with a map win here, because I think it will help him calm down for what's to come, help him think a little bit more level-headed. I think we're going to have to start. Sorry.
I feel like Lucky's movement on Trog is actually really good, so let's see what he can do off the spawn. Honestly, I just want to see if he can put the pressure on and really take it tonight here.
He's going to have that rail spawn immediately. And I've seen a lot of people doing this drop down for the shotgun. Especially recently.
It's a good strategy actually, because, you know, then you get a close range weapon and you get to deny the 50, and the next fight comes up over the top armor, so you kind of get possession on it too.
Knight's going to get himself the rail. The rails are exchanged.
Oh, this is not good for Knight. Lucky just needs to hit something here. Oh, and then he comes up the jump pad. Very aggressive play from Knight, and it's come off.
We saw the slight delay in firing the rocket from Lucky there. I wonder if he thought, hey, Knight's probably on a lot less health, let's guarantee the damage, instead of just trying to get something to happen.
And yeah, this full control with a delay between Mega and Red, Lucky's going to need to play these next couple minutes really tight, because if he loses a kill here, this is where it can really start to steamroll on you.
I think Knight feels that Lucky's going to be over trying to get this rail. He's heard the jump pad, so he knows exactly where he is. The rockets come flying in, no damage though. And we got the totem out on Telly exit. That's going to be incredibly frustrating. Lovely rail.
This is actually really good for Lucky. He's done well, but he needs to be careful. Can't take a rail. Oh, you got to crouch.
What about the pixels there?
Impressive.
Oh, and this is where this game could completely open up now, because look at his stack. He's got nothing, no weaponry. Just has to run for his life. And Knight is not like Knight's rail aim is not the kind of rail aim you want to be going against if you don't have any armor.
Not the best in Australia, but not something you want to be going up against.
Yeah. And let's be honest, like,
There's no rat suit.
it's no small thing to be not the best in Australia when you're coming up against Kammer's rail. Like, there's no small task. I don't think I rate anyone better than Kammer's rail, so.
I was going to say, it's good to see Knight keeping up the aggression. Going back to what we were talking about all the way at the start of the previous map. He's going to...
What a push here, though. Oh! If he had have just, like, got away, that big LG damage could have given him a little bit of an opening, but Knight just playing real tight still.
Killing spree.
Yeah, what I was saying before was going back to what we were talking about at the start, where Knight really needed to have that mental reset, and I think the way he's played on the previous map and this map must be a part of that mental reset, kind of the reassurance that you can play the game still, that you can do these dominating plays. So it can only help him, assuming he wins the next two, going into the match against Kammer, the rematch to call it. But lucky, well, let's not count him out yet. We're only 3 minutes in. Knight's had a pretty good run.
He's got every chance to bring this back. It's just, and he needs to get himself a railgun too. So let's see, can he get himself to 100 armor? Can he get himself a railgun without getting destroyed? Let's find out. This is all unlucky here to basically make something happen. Very nice. See, that's a really good choice to rocket jump in and get yourself that weapon.
He lands that
now look what it lets you do. It gives you the opportunity to basically take a fight, like actually have a chance to defend Mega.
And Knight's low. This is the first fight we've seen where Knight's been forced to run away this map. He gets out of there, lands the rail.
And honestly, look at this, all of a sudden the stack is turned around. Oh, I thought it was going to go through TP, and Knight's just waiting there on the other end. But again, he can get himself red here if he picks this.
I think he's going to be waiting for Mega, though. That's what he's going for. Knight's going to know that the heavy's up, though. And all it's going to take is, yep, through the tele... Okay, I honestly thought we were going to see Knight go towards the heavy there. I didn't think we were going to see that extra aggression going for damage on Mega there. But Knight's essentially given up control of the map to Lucky now. Lucky's in a great position stack-wise. He just needs to get a frag happening.
This is the right choice. Just, honestly, don't leave that tribal area if you're Lucky, because you know where he's hiding. You've just heard him. So you need to basically go really silent and look for an opportunity basically to get a kill here. Like, this is the situation where you don't want to just use your full movement speed. Go for a trap.
Great LG by Knight there.
But the stack may still win it for Lucky. Good. He's got a kill. That's important.
We're essentially having a restart from that point of view. Neither player really has an advantage stack-wise. We're talking essentially Rockets versus LG at the moment. Bit of a race to the railgun, because no major items are going to be coming up. He hears that. Lovely rail. That was just a pixel. Knight picks up the Mega, resets himself a little bit there. And Lucky's going to know based on that.
Yeah, really good. He gets his red. Yeah, perfect. Just needs to be careful. He does not want to get destroyed by LG. Oh.
You say as he gets destroyed by LG.
He's done no damage on the counter to it either. Like, that is a perfectly flawless fight from Knight.
Wrong weapon, wrong location, wrong everything for Lucky, but on the flip side, great read from Knight, great push, and the amount of damage output and following up on it. Man, it's what separates these guys sometimes. Six frags, 4 minutes. Sorry,
Still
3
very
minutes.
doable, but he needs to make sure he doesn't get riled here again on Mega. Oh, and that shotgun really clean. Like he's done really good damage there again, but Knight, he's got these little health packs he carries around with him, and every time it comes like to a situation where Lucky's done well, he pops one down and heals himself up. Oh, one more round maybe. Oh, that was so close. Yeah.
That is pure confidence. Like, Lucky normally doesn't miss his rails, so to have the confidence to jump in with only 20 HP to your name, it's either confidence, insanity, or balls, or a combo of the three.
And anyway, which way we like it.
And yeah, Knight's just going to run away with this. This is a case of I don't think Lucky can make a comeback from here. It takes something special.
From Knight's perspective, I gotta say, like, he is playing really well right now. So if he just makes some small tweaks, like, I'm actually giving him definitely a chance to basically, you know, get revenge and take the next game off of Cam. Like, he has played this really strong, these maps. But again, what was the difference we saw here between when he played Cam? Cam denied him, you know, his clutch pick. He denied him his, like, you know, more favorited champions.
And the other thing
I was
gonna say the other thing is when we got into the maps as well, it was the number of mistakes that you can rely on your opponent making. Kama very rarely makes errors, either in positioning, stacking up, or how he chooses to take the fights. Whereas Lucky does make those mistakes, puts himself in unfavourable positions, puts himself in a situation like not getting to a fight quick enough, not getting to an item quick enough, stuff like that. So that's the other thing that needs to be taken into account here. Just saying that was fantastic LG from Lucky, but it's just a case of too little too late in this matchup. And we'll be going on to map 3, where Lucky is now going to be in a position where he is forced to reverse sweep it. It's what we were talking about. It's a lot more... It's a lot more stress, it's a lot more mental load to come in. Every single frag that gets made against you in the next map is going to be that little voice in the back of your head going, am I out of the tournament? Was that it?
Yeah, quite literally, when you're in those moments, you just gotta play one frag at a time.
But there we have it. Knight taking away the second map. And we'll be going...
I mean, like, look at I think the thing as well here, again, which we can see is, like he's obviously started to get Rao involved towards the second half of that game when there was already a massive lead. But the first half there, Knight has just crushed him with Rao. So we go over now to a map that probably has a little bit less Rao. Can Lucky maybe just get himself into a top position here and just try and use... Like, his LG aim is superb. Like, is there a way that he can basically take the rail out of this game? That's the strategy he needs to employ, and just try and really focus on dealing LG damage, dealing tri-bolt damage if he can on a scale bearer, dealing rocket damage. Don't try and take the one-on-one trades with rail here, because you're playing Knight, and he doesn't miss those shots too often.
Oh, these guys aren't letting us wait around for much longer to see what happens. Vale and Naf coming up right now. Knight, that nice big hitbox to hit. Lucky bringing out the BJ.
And just give me quite literally 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
You've got the whole loading time, mate. It will probably be about a minute. Anyway, we are loading up now into Vale and Naf. This could be the end of the road for Lucky, or it could be the start of something special. We'll find out very soon. We will be starting on Lucky again because, As we keep saying, he's got to make something happen here. There's no two ways about it. We're seeing what happens shortly as we load on in. Predictions are coming up. Don't you worry about that.
All right, and I'm back.
It's all good. I forgot to do the predictions.
I will let Donna take over for the grand final for me, just because my voice is too loud, Dassy, and my missus will
It's all
kill
good.
me.
I actually think Truls wanted to get in on it for the finals. He's been casting all along with me throughout the year. So I think we might
big
do that.
engagement straight away, though. They're not messing around here, and the LG almost wins it, but
7
7
HP.
health. And I really like what Lucky did there. Just LG, push it. You know what I mean? This is what I was talking about. Take the rail out of it. Go hard. Use that LG advantage. Uh-oh.
And it just
goes to
trace
rail.
through the air.
Oh, nice shot, though, from Lucky. And he's got Knight reeling on low health here. This is actually really good. We can just see Knight's just doing little donuts down in rail.
He's got to take advantage of it. He's got to hit his shots. Great rail from Knight there. Great follow-up rail. And there is the second frag of this map. And considering how far down Knight was to get that frag back, that is bloody impressive. He's going to look for the spin frag on Lucky here. Great dodge.
Misses the charge, but I still think Lucky's dying here. But can he hit a few more rails before he goes down? That's going to make all the difference. Oh, what a shot.
Just hitting them left, right, and center. He is not missing anything at all.
And again, what I was saying before the game, you know, take the rail out of it. This is, we can see already, like, Lucky is trying to go for these rail fights. You're up against a Scale Bearer. Glue this bloke.
Yeah, Scale Bearer wants to get in close. He's going to make himself a big target to try and get that bull rush happening, or even, you know, cannonballing through you. Punish him for it. There's plenty of LG ammo on the map. You're not getting paid to bring it home.
And here we go. Like, Lucky's basically just running around, getting himself good stack, getting himself the weapons. Oh, but he gets caught out here in a big charge. A little bit of damage from Knight, but nothing too drastic yet. Like, oh, good try, Bolt.
You don't need to be taking this fight.
Knight basically just did a little bit of damage at every opportunity then, and what opening tri-bolt damage. Look at this again. Just balls to the wall, full aggression.
Yeah, it's like he sees Lucky, he gets a little bit of damage on. Like, right, it's more than 30 damage.
Oh,
this guy's
but
fucking
big
done.
rockets.
And the LG coming out, but the switch to the rail at the end probably would have gotten him a bit lower if you'd kept that LG out. There comes the Julies.
There it is. The lightning gun we've been waiting for.
But will he
We
keep it
love
that
to see
now?
it.
78 cells left on that shaft. He needs to get some more ammo on that just to deal with the Scale Bearer. As you're saying, the rails...
Here we go, another fight through the TP. Oh! And the big charge. And look at the damage from Knight. Oh my god.
I think we might be looking at... I say that, but look at Lucky getting in there. He's getting Knight low each time. I was about to call it saying early that we might be looking at a Knight win, but Lucky's getting the damage done. All it's got to take is for him to get that little bit lucky. Damage coming out from Knight there. Goes to the Truls play.
And you just you can't be missing those rails there on a scale, like, and worst part is that Knight, look at him, he's hitting everything here. Oh, big LG though, and again, what happens? He uses the LG, it results in a second kill. Oh, big charger, but the shotgun to the face, get out of here.
He literally
and a
stuffed
straight
that
push-off
shotgun.
spawn from Knight though, and that just hurts him.
Knight not giving me any opportunity to wax lyrical about the kills there. Very rude of him. But we're 9-3 up at the 4-minute mark. I'd say this is game on still, Dan. Like, he's not been able to convert any of these frags into anything. like anything substantial, and it's what I'm waiting to see. I'm wanting to see him get that LG frag. I want him to follow it up, not die to a quick charge off a spawn by Knight. The LG comes out.
Definitely.
Yep, 1-2. There he goes. And Knight's just going to have this heavy to pick up, and he's going to be able to look for some damage before the Mega's even up. And he's going to have that to fall back on in any fight that pops up now. He's just more than happy to stay on this side. Two rails.
I mean, this is what I mean about taking rail exchanges when you're playing a heavy. Like, if they're hitting their shots back, you are going to get destroyed, and Knight's hitting 72% rail.
That's a bit insane.
That is insane. Oh, really nice from Knight here. Just, he delayed it, waited for the dual wheel to be out, and now he can push again.
But speaking of insane and going back to what you keep calling out with the LG, Lucky's hitting... What was that? 48% LG, which is also on the insanity levels. If you're hitting those numbers, I hate to say it, but lean into your strengths. Use that
exactly.
LG.
And you've also got the BJ ability to just like use, but at the same time with 48% LG, and he ain't surviving more than 2 seconds. So
that's just nightmare scenario levels of LG right there. And this is coming from someone who used to get excited seeing someone hit 32% LG in Quake 3. Like 47%, 48%, that's just insane. You just got to use it, use the advantage.
To be fair though, 32% in Quake 3 was
with the wiggly, with the frickin' wiggly beam.
If someone was hitting 32%, they were winning.
I believe those names started in Tox and ended in Ick. But yeah, we've got, what is this? 3.5 minutes, 4.5. Map is hard. It's been a long weekend. On the clock, we're talking not even 8 frags, less than that, to even things back up. Lucky just needs to start hitting these shots. The LG comes out. He switches to the bloody rail. Way too early.
Oh, what a shot. He's got an opening here. Can he hit the second one? He can. Alright, beautiful. Get the red. He's going to have to take like at least a rail engagement somewhere here to just take some stack off of Knight. And look, here comes the aggression straight away. Knight's not giving him any room to breathe.
Whoa. That was an insane amount of damage, but the bull rush just negating all of that extra damage. The ultimate counter. Like, what was Lucky even hitting there? That was pretty much 100%.
Straight up 100%. Yeah, straight up 100%.
And that's got to be demoralizing. That was the kitchen sink throwing at Knight's face, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, and I mean, like, look, we've got 2 minutes left. We're heading into the territory where it becomes impossible, especially against a player as good as Knight on a champion like Scalebearer. And honestly, we really just have to give all credit to Knight. There was opportunities for Lucky, but there weren't many. I'll say that, because Knight hit everything he needed to hit. He played control really well. Used his ability phenomenally. Like, look at this. Every time he's used it, he's gotten a kill or stolen an item. And Lucky going for a consolation frag? No.
Almost. He almost had the consolation frag. But I mean, at the same time,
ruthless.
I was going to say, Dan, at the same time, Lucky can't be too upset with how he's done this split. This is his best result in any KDC to date. Talking about Div 1 results. It's the highest he's been. He's one of those players who every single split, every single tourney that's run, he's just that little bit better, and it reflects in the results he's getting. So, whilst yes, he is losing tonight here, and it's going to feel like crap, obviously, being kicked out of the tournament so close to the end, he's got to look back at his performance as a whole over the entire tournament, and he should be happy and proud of what he's achieved so far.
Oh yeah, 1000%. He's become a great player. There's no doubt about it.
All the young guys coming up.
And, like, really, I mean, I'm assuming he's got to be around the mark in terms of, like, his points earned as well.
Yeah.
This only does him more favours in making sure that he gets to the land.
Yeah, it would be good to see him at the finals in November. It will. And that is the GGs coming out. Knight is going through into the finals. We will be seeing... We'll be seeing a rematch of Kama versus Knight. So I'm assuming that's getting organised behind the scenes for us. And yeah.
And while I can't cast it, I'm supremely keen to watch this next game happen.
Well, as you can see, we've got Shruls joining us. Shruls has been my partner in crime for this entire split, so it seems only right that we're going to wrap up things with him. Dan, thank you so much for being here for all of these games, giving an insight only someone of your skill level when it comes to the game can. We really appreciate it, and mate, you're fucking entertaining as well, so thank you very much for being here.
Oh, good. Like I said, I will be. I'll come to the land regardless of whether I get smacked in the last chance qualifier or not.
You'll be there.
Yeah,
you'll be there.
Yeah,
and competing,
I'll be keen.
mate. Let's be honest. And if not, you'll be owning it up in Div 2.
Well, I'll be keen
the
to play regardless.
Div 2 player.
I just come get drunk anyway. So.
Oh, so you're going to bring yourself down to the Div 2 level then?
Yeah, naturally. That's what I normally do. But yeah, I've got to, I haven't made a donation to the Crown Casino in a while either, so it's got to be on the cards.
Okay then, so...
All right, boys. Good luck. Have fun.
You have a good one, mate, and thank you again for turning up and giving us the cast. But, Shrulsy, the grand final, mate. We're seeing the rematch of Knight v Kama. The pick bans, I assume, will be underway very, very shortly. I'm just waiting for the match to become available to me in my little control panel here.
Yeah,
looks like it is.
We've reached the culmination of this split. Obviously, Kama, he's going to be confident coming off that Frio win in the upper bracket, but it's a reset. Knight's had his own Frio against Lucky. Can he turn that momentum into a win in this grand final?
So, just so everyone understands what we're going to be seeing here, for the first map that we see picked here, that is an auto win for Kama. It is. So the first map we see is... And I'll actually update the scores as well. Before we've even started, Kama is going to be up 1 frag. And Shruls, this is best of 7. So how many map wins does Kama need to take out a KDC victory?
So he only needs 3 wins. Because he is that map advantage up one night. He has to go
on top of what we got. Yeah. So are we looking for a 4 next to his name or a 3 next to his name?
Yep, we're looking for a 4. So he's got to win 3 games
Kama wins Molten Falls by landslide.
Yep, but meanwhile, Knight, he's got to win 4 maps completely. He doesn't get that map up. He's going to have to win 4, and it is tough going into the series already 1-0 down.
And we're going to go into Vale as the very first map.
Yeah.
Yes, I do need to update the highlights. Thank you for reminding me of that, Salty. I'm sure you're sick and tired of seeing yourself being absolutely annihilated there. Let's update that for you now. Make you happy.
Yeah. And now, obviously, this match is important as the split finals, but it is also going to affect who goes into the championship finals. Knight currently the only player who's guaranteed their spot so far. He got that for winning split 1, and if Cam wins this split here, he's going to guarantee himself a spot in those finals as well. So definitely a lot on the line for these players. But even if that wasn't on the line, I'm sure neither of them would want to lose this match.
No. Well, Knight was the winner of Split 1 for KDC too, he was. Didn't really talk about that before because the way that it was essentially won was there was a forced forfeit due to just, timing discrepancies. Not saying Knight didn't win on merit. He played a phenomenal game. I don't want to take that away from him. But we did miss out on the Knight v Dan match. But having said that, we will be getting into... Camera's disappeared from the game now? He must be restarting or something. So we've got Camo. He's taken Awoken as the third map that we're going to be seeing played tonight.
Yeah, and that's a map, both Vale and CK, when Cameron Knight played, were pretty close. Awoken was the one Cameron took away, so it'll be interesting to see. And Deep Embrace picked, it's quite low down. I expect we're going to see the clutch band pretty early in the set. It's unlikely Knight will get it on that map. And yeah, final map will be Insomnia.
Let's be honest, Truls, do you think we're going to be getting to Insomnia tonight? I know I'd like to see us get to Insomnia, but do you think we're going to get to it?
But I feel it's unlikely. Just the number of maps we have. I'm not expecting a 4-0. I'm expecting Knight. He's going to have some confidence from that RR Lucky game. He's already played Cam. He knows how to adjust. But to go all the way to 7 maps is a lot. And Knight, of course, he could win in less than 7 maps. So getting to the 7 maps is really the unlikeliest scenario. But, we'd love to see it happen tonight. Okay,
so for Vale of Nath, we're seeing Knight on the Eyes and Kama on the BJ. Bit of a reverse, an Uno reverse of what we just saw with Lucky and Knight there.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting pick. We see the clutch ban out of Kama instantly. Makes sense. We know how good Knight is. I am a bit surprised by that BJ pick. It's not your sort of first pick Vale champ that you usually see.
It's all about the denial. We can see that there is the clutch denial. That comes back to what Dan said. You've got to take away the comfort from your opponent, and Clutch is definitely one of those comfort characters for Knight. We've seen how good he is with it, and we even saw the comments of everyone in the chat. They realise what you've got to do, and that is don't let Knight get Clutch.
Yeah.
So having that removed immediately is good. Galena and Strogon Corrupted Keep. This is the only matchup we've seen here. It feels like all night. It's a good matchup.
But we've got the Sorwag pick from Knight. That's interesting. I wonder if it's just to sort of maybe have that large stack, sort of be able to punish the light champ most, because he's expecting Cam. We all knew he was going to pick that Nyx. That's Sorwag. It could come in useful. The speed combined with the stack.
Do you think maybe Knight's seeing Awoken as a drop map almost? I can't win this. I'm not even going to try.
No, Knight's not going to think like that. Because I guess he did have the choice to take away the Nyx, but I think he was more confident with that heavy light disparity.
I get the feeling Kama thinks this is going to end at Awoken. We're talking Scale Bearer and an Athena pick on Deep Embrace.
Cam's going to have confidence, but we saw, wasn't it against our Lucky? Cam was playing the Athena into the clutch, so he doesn't mind that light-heavy matchup on this map. No, that was
Salty, wasn't it, playing the Athena?
No,
that was on CK, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Lucky vs. Camera a couple nights ago. I think it was him on the Athena, and Athena definitely has great movement around Deep Embrace. But Knight, we saw he was very quick with the Scale Bearer on Vale. Would be an interesting one. And a KD/ on Blood Covenant.
And Death Knight Doomslayer. Letterhead's going to be happy. The Aussies have picked Death Knight all throughout the night. Yes, we haven't been able to see it played the whole time, but there you have it. We're just waiting for Kama to load up the game again so I can shoot through the invite to him. And what I might
I would also
do-
like an invite.
No, you don't get an invite.
Ah,
You get to do it purely off of the stream, full delay,
yeah.
and we'll get you out of that playing the game.
No, I'll take that. Let's go. Let me at him. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough upwards fight for Knight. Being a map down and just coming off a loss in the upper bracket is really hard to deal with. But he's got the mental.
It's not just a
fortitude to come
loss
back
in the
from here.
upper bracket. He's come off an amazing win in the lower bracket.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, you got to think. Do you really think Knight cares what happened half an hour ago when that match ended? He's just had an amazing half an hour.
Well, I'm hoping that that's how Knight sees it, and we get a great game. But looks like Cam is back in the lobby, so should be able to get started in a second.
Yeah,
We
I'm just
will
giving control of the
up.
lobby over to Knight because I want to be over here seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
You're doing the predictions for me. All I need to do was get you onto microphone and I wouldn't have chat yelling at me for not doing the predictions. Good to know. But yeah, we'll be going into the Vale of Nafi North very, very shortly. I believe Cam has just come straight in, already put the readies up. And we are loading in.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see the pace of this game. Knight has the slower champ, but we know how Camo loves to spawn frag, loves to keep that momentum up, and he's got a champ that allows him to do it.
You say that. Do you think we're going to see much of a difference compared to their previous game tonight? This is a rematch of the winners bracket final. Speaking of which, I need to update this.
Well, I mean, I think we need to see an adjustment because Knight definitely doesn't want to play the exact same game as he did in the upper bracket. He's had time to adjust. We saw how well he played against Lucky. Hopefully he can replicate it against Camera.
We'll start off on Knight for this one, and we'll see how the games are going to take us. Grand final time. Here we go. Knight is going to get that lower spawn. Yeah, that is definitely the spawn he wants.
Cam already pushing to this mega. Dual Wheel Shotgun's coming out, but he's taking a lot of damage.
How is he alive still? That is the question on my mouth.
Knight isn't pushing in. Oh, is he gonna let Cam get rail here? Oh, Knight's actually caught up the pad. Just survives. Probably could have been a cleaner frag for Knight, but Cam just pushing, and Knight has to be careful. Cam has that rail dash and that LG. But great LG from Knight. He's suddenly 2 frags up.
We saw this confidence before from Knight, though, where he got the initial 2 frags in his winners bracket match.
Caught out with the LG. Who's going to win the LG fight? It's Cam, and he still has a fair bit of stack remaining. Well, he has a bit of stack remaining, and Knight doesn't want to aggress off the refrag. He does not have the stack to take that fight. What he does have is high ground. As Kama, how's he going to push on to this high ground? He sees where Knight is.
Push in.
Nice spam rockets, but oh, the rocket is big, and that's another frag for Cam, just in time to pick up Mega and possibly Heavy.
You could hear it. It was literally a case of he heard the scream and he just pushed. And there we are, another kill with the dual wield coming out. And all of a sudden, Camera is the one in the lead. That was 3 frags in less than a minute, Trulls.
Yeah, and
we are game on.
Alright, but at least Knight has position for these items. Kama, he's not going to have time to get to Mega, but he will try and attack this Heavy. Dealing with the turret, but it means he's going to have to get damage on Knight during that Heavy fight.
Rocket damage, though.
Yeah, defensive damage afterwards is good.
Stacks are pretty even. Knight can't get the damage on that
great
rail to the dome.
Now
Just
Cam's in a
doming
bit of
him.
trouble. But Cam, is he going to be able to... No, he can't contest Mega.
He knows he can't take the fight.
But no, Knight's just... Knight hasn't positioned himself for Mega. He's looking for damage, and both players showing a lot of respect. And they're going to trade items here.
That's 100 odd LG damage straight into a rail.
Yeah.
That is how you finish things.
Considering how low Kama was after that initial engagement, Knight would probably be pretty unhappy with how that turned out. And another frag for Cam.
Great nail damage straight off a spawn there. Puts Knight immediately on the back foot. Goes for the heavy, but Kama's already there. Has his shaft waiting in response. Goes for the midi rail. Doesn't land it. Knows exactly which way Knight's going. Knight is forced to back away, and Kama is more than happy to hunt right now.
Yeah, but Kama's still stuck on this low ground. Bit of good, nice tri-bolt damage from Knight. And we sort of see a bit of a messy fight here. And the turret, it actually does a bit of damage. Is this Knight's chance to get position for these items?
No, he wasn't in position to take advantage of that turret damage. The turret damage came as a complete surprise, and he was over the other side of the map.
And Knight's given up Mega as well, and Kama just in a situation with so much stack. If he finds Knight, Knight's just dead.
Caught with his back the wrong way. Kama just hitting him from behind again.
And it's such a clean frag for Cam, and he can just look to push in. I think he hears Knight there, and yeah, he wants to just aggress on this. And yeah, not much Knight can do. He can try and hit a rail. Actually,
like
he's
the
got
jump
Cam
back.
railable.
That was not expected. You could see Kama was pre-aiming for the LG.
Yeah.
Expecting Knight to go that way, and Knight, that's the closest in a long time that Knight's come to getting a frag on Kama. The LG comes out and is just so strong from Kama. Though Kama down to 17
from both
HP.
players. Who's going to hit the shot? Both players want this kill. And Knight hits the rail he needs. 28 HP. He's got to do a good job to restack here before the next cycle of items, or Cam's just going to push him. Oh, and a good rail from Cam, and Knight just crippled by that. He's got to be so careful as Cam hits another rail, extends his lead to 4.
Look at the damage coming out from those dual HMGs. It's a lot right now. He misses the rail.
Great attack from Knight. He's caught Cam with the rail out.
It's a rare rail that he's missed there from Kama. He hits that one. Knight's more than happy to charge in. Ton of LG damage. Gets Kama down to 50 HP there. This is another one of those situations where it's at least, you know, a chance for Knight to make something happen.
And the turret means Cam has to back off. And oh, it's another good rail from Cam, but he's railable, and Knight hits the shot. Is he going to be able to get this Mega? The turret actually helps a lot. Good rail.
It's a similar situation to what we were seeing in the last map, where me and Dan were yelling at Lucky to put the rail away. Knight really needed to whip out that LG and just finish the job then, but he went for the rail.
He couldn't have really committed that fight because Cam had position on Mega, just wasn't quick enough on the rotation, just because the gap between Heavy and Mega. But only
say hold
3
my
frags.
beer and jump in with LG. That's what you need to do in a grand final, right?
The time and place. And yeah, the gap between this Heavy and Mega, it's finally in line. The turret actually gives Knight a chance to push it right direct to rail. And Knight has turned this into a 2-frag game and found camera spawn. The MG is huge. Knight, great rails. And
We're a
back to
1-frag
game.
match again.
Yeah.
That's how quickly it can turn around. You can see Knight's taken a lot of learnings from his previous game.
But he hasn't able to get a push on this Heavy, but Cam isn't going for Heavy either. Knight happy to just wait for the LG, but a bit early on the Mega, and it's a pretty
Did you
clean
see
frag
how much LG the camera is hitting right now? There's a 20% difference in what the two of them are hitting.
I mean 11.
When I looked, it was a 20% difference.
Yeah. Oh, and Cam is pushing through. Is the turret going to help Knight enough? Knight got a sliver of HP. He gets through the teleporter though.
Put that gauntlet away,
Knight.
Show some respect. Your name's not Shrews.
But still 2 frags there's plenty of time on this map. Knight needs to reset and get another good fight. But Cam with
Great
the attack,
drop
good
from
aggression,
Cam.
but good defensive rocket by Knight.
Both players
Rail
low.
is huge. Both players low. 4 HP. Kama survives. Can Knight get a refrag here before the Meg's up? No.
No, he's out of position to be able to do that. Took too long getting off the mark there at spawn. And Kama is essentially able to re-armed up. Gets a ton of
Great
tri-bolt
try
damage.
bolt. He predicted that jump pad drop. Might do here. Turrets already used. Good MG.
Oh.
Kama and Knight just crippled. 2 minutes free frag. Knight's gonna struggle to restack and then push in.
That's all
It's
Kama has
definitely
to do
doable.
at the moment, is just cripple Knight a little bit. Keep him not able to commit to these fights, and that's all Kama needs to be able to walk away with his second victory.
Knight
The rockets
drops
are
down
strong.
to frag, and I don't see how Knight can possibly come back from here. Maybe the
Still got
telefrag
two
happens right now.
It's a ton
Yep,
of
he
HMG
actually-
damage.
Good. Minute and a half, 4 frags. Knight has to get a kill right now. And a clean one as well. He's pushing in. But Cam, yeah, just able to run. Doesn't need to commit to a fight. He can just run the clock down. Yeah, not really much Knight can do at this point.
In the immortal words of 40 lines, there's still time, Shruls, there's still time.
Good rail. But Cam just doing a good job of backing away. He's not committed to any of these fights. He's put himself in situations where he can leave. Another good rail. But it doesn't matter as Cam doesn't need to take this fight.
And Cam just knew exactly where Knight was. Knight, why crouch there? Cam knew exactly where you were. The rail landed hard. And we are in the GG zone, we are right now. And I think Knight's just going for those confidence building frags right now that we were talking about. Making sure, he doesn't need to make sure his aim's on. This is his 3rd match in a row that he's played now. He played the upper bracket final, played the lower bracket final, and now he's playing in the grand final. That's 3 maps in a row. Maybe we're actually seeing a little bit of fatigue.
Yeah,
entering into
fatigue.
tonight.
It is a lot of games on a night. Knight does get the last frag. Unfortunately, we're not playing by last frag wins rules. And
Thank
Cam
God.
will take this map, and he's up 2-0. He's in a very good situation for the series. But that was a close match.
You say that, but take a look at the pickups. 12 heavies to 6. Well, the megas were fairly even, 9 megas to 8. But it's the
I think
damage
what's
output
big-
that tells the story.
Yeah.
Knight actually did
Cam-
more damage.
What I think the big difference is Cam got more heavies by a lot, but he took a pretty similar number of small armors. It was only 26 of Knights to 21 of Cam. So Cam putting a lot of pressure on those armors as well. But still, there were opportunities for Knight there to win that game. He was led for the start, and then it was a 1 frag game for a bit, but ultimately Kama came off on top. What can Knight do on this next map, Awoken?
That is the question that we are all going to be asking as we go into map 2 or map 3, whichever way you want to look at it. Corrupted keeps Strog versus Galena. The matchup that we've seen all night.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, Knight with a bit more defensive champion. Let's see if he can make this Galena work.
That's going to be the thing. But Kama's one of those players that with the Strog, he's got both the movement and the Pika usage. I was talking about that with Dan before. Everyone, and I mean, it's a really, really strong part of how Strog Pika is played, is that movement. It's such an advantage. It gives you so many options for attack and defend. But Kama's able to bring in that Pika usage in an aggressive way, not just a defensive way.
Yeah, and on this map there is no railgun, so it's even harder to kill the Pika.
To get rid of it, yeah.
Mhm.
But we've got the pick bans going up. It looks like 100% of people are saying Kama is going to take this one.
Prepare to fight.
We will be starting right now. We'll be starting on
Round
night
begins in
because
3,
just like what we were talking about with Lucky, he's got to make something happen and he's going to get that mega health spawn. We see the cheeky totem go
off. And he's caught Cam, but are the rockets from Cam going to be good enough to keep the Pika? It's used a lot of ammo, only 23 LG cells left for Knight, but he has come out on top with this damage exchange.
That's a ton of damage from both players. Somehow Kama's still relatively healthy, restacking up really well there.
He was able to get that armor, but the chip damage from Knight with the machine gun's very good. And
Still
key
no
thing
rockets.
is that Cam does not have a heavy machine gun, but he's gonna go through and get LG, so
And he's
very
but he
happy with
took
that.
a totem to do that. You could see that immediately, stripping some of the stack that he had. Tri-bolt is going to be great for information as Kama's going to look.
But Knight's caught camera out. He's got plenty of time before this heavy, but the rockets aren't hitting for Knight, and Cam's defensive damage is good. The shotgun doesn't connect as Cam kills him with the Pika beforehand.
I thought we were about to see Knight getting a kill there.
Yeah.
What's going to
Stars
happen?
did quite a lot, but
Self-damage
Cam...
from Kama.
Yeah, and he is very low. I don't think Knighty knows exactly how low he wouldn't have seen the self-damage.
Can you tell that Kama is on a slightly different setup at the moment? That is the question.
But Cam, he's taken that small armor every rotation so far. So every time he's picked up this heavy, he's been sacked, and the LG fight breaks out.
And
The
Kama's-
totem actually blocking a fair bit of damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, Kama coming away worse for wear there, but the shotgun, it just equalises things, and all the totems are off the board now. Knight did have at least 2 of them up, they're all gone, and that last one didn't net any damage for him, unfortunately. And Kama is well and truly in the driver's seat, taking control now.
And Knight doesn't really want to contest this heavy. Oh, he's actually going to rush through, and he's done well to get it for free. Yeah, I think Cam on his 40 go to rockets, maybe committed a bit too hard to the attack. Knight just with a bit of a shotgun there, won't do too much damage, especially with Mega afterwards. Knight,
That's
the
100
rocket
damage
great
straight to the
Cam. And the shotguns are good as well. Oh, and he gets the spawn frag. Great weapon
Nothing
switch.
he can do about that there.
Yeah. As Dan was saying, delay your spawns. Against Cam. Oh, the gauntlet comes out. It's a lot of damage, but not quite enough.
Is the gauntlet coming out from Knight a sign of tilt? Would you say?
No, it genuinely did do a fair bit of damage there. I think there might be a bit of frustration about, but oh, he goes up the pad, and you just can't make that mistake at that level as Kama essentially gets a free kill there.
Yeah, nothing that can be done when you're just getting pinned like that. And yeah, the totem's not even doing any damage as well. They were initially in good positions, they were catching Kama out, but it seems like Kama's just got a read on where Knight's going to place him now and is avoiding him really well. The mega health saves Knight's life there, and Kama's just more than happy to keep hunting even with his current stack. And this is just leveled up Kama.
On the run. Oh, it's a good rocket by Kama. There's a Pika here, so Kama can just relax. And yeah, Knight, he isn't even able to contest any of these items. He is just running for his life right now. There's no chance of him getting Mega here. Cam just looking for that damage.
I mean, at this point, he doesn't even have to, really. I mean, we're still at a point where Knight can make a comeback, but he's just got to make it happen, and he's not able to get
maybe not the right weapon choice there, as Cam takes a lot of machine gun, but the rocket is amazing, and that's going to net him another frag. Is Knight going to be able to rush this heavy? He gets it! The rockets are too good for Cam as he goes 9-0 up, less than 5
Say
minutes.
what you want about Cam's rail, his rockets are Also some of the best in the country. If you need any further proof of that, just look in the media channel on the Kuachicups Discord server. It's essentially a Cam MIDI highlight reel in there some days.
Yeah. And the Pika just did so much damage in that fight, even though Knight tried to get an attack. Maybe a slight movement error from Cam as he misses heavy.
That was lag.
Yeah. But he's still going to be able to get Mega in time, just pushing in with that speed, and nothing Knight could do.
We thought Awoken was going to be the wash map. It looks like maybe CK is proven to be the wash map. No rail for either player to speak of. Doesn't seem to be hindering Camera at all, as he's just making good work with that shorty. It's just
Knight
putting...
is still not even on the scoreboard yet.
And that's going to be the disheartening part. All of the confidence building that Knight's had over the previous half hour, and even that Veil match. That Veil match shouldn't be, you know, it shouldn't make you feel any worse about the games that you're playing. It was nice and close.
But that's actually triple stack totems. Knight's going to have Mega overstack. I don't think Cam has realised. And so we might get a surprise here as Knight finally gets the first frag on the board. We've got 4 minutes left. Difficult, but 10 frags is definitely possible.
I mean, if you can put it on in the first 5 minutes, you can take it away in the last 5 minutes.
But all 3 of Knight's totems are gone now. He very briefly had that triple overstuck, but he's back to square one. Fortunately for him, he is able to get Mega, and he has plenty of time before this heavy, while Cam only has 25 armor. He's caught out, and it's a clean frag for Knight. And I like this from Knight. He's not going for the heavy, he's just going for the spawn frag. But he might lose out on heavy here. Is he quick enough?
He loses out on it, but he gets the frag. He looks for the spawn, not in position to take advantage of it though. And Cam's going to get rid of that totem, gets himself the rocket launcher. Nice defensive rocket there. But he needs to be looking for this damage. Cam's more than happy to make it hard to get the damage onto him, as he's just going to start running.
Oh, was that? Yeah, Pika usage? Yeah,
no, that was... I don't think it was Pika, was it?
Yeah,
oh, it was. Yeah, looking at the timer countdown.
And another frag for Knight. I don't know if that was a misclick from Kama.
Comeback is starting.
Oh, Knight, he was looking for that small armor, but it's actually cost him Mega because it wasn't up.
But he gets the read on Kama there, doesn't get the rocket damage on.
And now Kama has the stack advantage, no totems from Knight. He's got to be careful because he can't afford to give up a frag if he wants to make this comeback happen. And he doesn't seem aware of that Mega time, he's checking for it. The LG breaks out, who's going to win the fight? The totem! It's not going to do much as the rockets from above are too good for Kama. Knight sort of lost there of what to do. And is this the end of the comeback?
I think it could be. With 2 minutes left on the clock. Kama is in quite a strong position. Knight's just going to have to go full Desperado mode here. You look at that LG damage coming out, and Kama's more than happy to waste time with the Pika.
But with the weaponry Knight had, the Pika was so dangerous. Oh, and great damage from Cam.
Each second that counts down is just another nail in the coffin of CK for Knight. And Kama, I'm going to call it here with a minute and a half left on the clock. Kama is taking CK.
Yeah, unfortunately there's not really enough time for Knight to come back.
Fortunately for Knight. Unfortunately for us as viewers, because, you know, we like to see a 5-mapper if we can.
Yeah. But
for all the Kama fans out there, and Kama himself, definitely not bad luck at all. We're talking pure skill here.
Even though it's been a rough map for Knight, we saw a glimpse of what he could do. He had control, got a string of frags, but the first 5 minutes...
It makes you worried going into Awoken though.
Yeah. But we've got a very different setup. Knight isn't playing the sort of slow champ that wants to build up in a spot. He's going to be playing a Sorlag into a Nyx. Hopefully that's a difference maker for him.
Yeah, but Kama has Nyx.
Yep.
You have to remember that he's got Nyx, so You got to be careful with that.
Oh, the Pika spawn. And the machine gun just not even enough to kill the Pika. As Cam is going to take map 3. Or I get... Well, map 2, map 3, however you want it. Which means if Knight wants to win this split, he is going to have to pull a reverse sweep on a best of 7.
And that's hard to do.
Yep.
I've already got the predictions for map 3 going up.
Cheers.
As we are heading back to the menu, looking at the pick bands again for Awoken, we are seeing that Sorlag versus Nyx. I'm scared of the Sorlag pick and not in the positive sense for Knight. But it's that early in the pick bands, there's got to be a reason that Knight did it that I'm just not seeing.
Yeah, I think because he had the pick first, he knew Cam was going to go for that Nyx. But he chose not to deny it. He didn't, I guess, wasn't confident enough to pick Nyx himself. He just thought that if he's a heavy champ with speed, that can nullify some of the advantages of the Nyx. Yeah, and hopefully it works out for him, because I, for one, would love to see more maps tonight.
But I mean, if we're looking at history and recent history as well, talking about the winner bracket finals. This could be it. We saw Kama make the mad dash, driving to a completely different location, setting up to play. And it looks like all the effort is going to be worth it. We have the pick bands there and ready to go. Looks like everyone is thinking that Kama is going to win split 2 here and now, as we are getting this server launched for us.
Kama is 1 map away from winning split 2 and 1 map away from guaranteeing his spot at the championship
I see
final.
Puff Pastry in the chat. Puff, I know for a fact that you guys were meant to be playing your finals at 8 o'clock tonight. Who won? Who won Div 2? Tell us who won Div 2. Don't make me look up the results. Tell me. They had to reschedule. We're going to be able to see it. Yes. Okay. Coming in towards potentially the final map of Split 2, Div 1 right now. We will start off on Knight as he has to make the impossible happen, essentially. And he's going to have that heavy armor spawn straight off.
And it means railgun for Cam. But the Ghost Walk immediately used. I like this from Knight. He's able to get away and... Oh, but
the angles that Cam's hitting though. And he knows he's got Knight trapped down in that HMG room. Knight forced to do a little bit of self-damage just to get over to the rail. He needed the rail. He's
done a good job though. He has all the weapons already. And the stacks, just because of the light champ, are pretty even. And Cam, he's caught double jumping against the LG. He hits the rail, which is huge, but that's not going to stop Knight from getting the frag. Mega will go Cam's way though. Great rail from Knight, but Cam's LG...
Take a look at all that LG.
Oh, and the rocket from Knight at the end isn't able to finish.
Damage over time, superior to damage on click, obviously, in this instance. Just the amount of LG damage that Kama was dishing out there was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I thought Knight must have thought that he would just be able to hit a rail and leave, but Cam just so quick on the attack, and it netted him the frag. Cam just gonna go off the pad. Tell you what, LG, but the Ghost Walk means that Mega goes to Knight, he safely just rocket jumps out.
And Kama still thinks that he's in a good position to take the fight there. You didn't see him backing away. He's more than happy to be here and take this fight. He's holding the Tri-Bolt platform, you know, the central focal point of the map where you want to be in control.
I like the rocket jumps out of Knight. They think he's not giving up much of an angle. Cam's giving a haircut. He gets the heavy, but he's taking spit damage. It's a lot of damage for both players.
Is this going to be a kill?
Oh, not
this
quite.
Doesn't tick enough.
But Knight is able to get Mega spawn. Is he going to be able to address while Cam
I'm surprised Knight just didn't rush with MG, Shrugs.
Yeah, but Cam now has the Ghost Walk up, so it's hard for the attack, and it's forced out.
I thought he was going for the inside out there. The Ghost Walk, though, gets a lot of information. He drops down, and look at that wiggly lizard go with the LG. The LG proving what Dan was saying all night. Get your LG out. It's going to do more
this
than
is the LG arrow that might cost him here. He hits the rail, but both players so low, and Cam gets the frag. If Knight picked up that LG frog, he would have been able to get a little more damage, and possibly the frag. As
Great
Cam
reaction from
his
Cam
rails.
there. Great reaction from Cam. He saw that he turned and ran, knew he was low, and just got in there and got the job done with that LG.
But Knight pushing in with that sort-like movement isn't able to make an attack happen. But does
I would
grab
have
the
liked to
rail
see
gun.
more aggression from Knight here. Camo was down at 30 HP.
Yeah,
He could have
too
gotten
late
in there.
now.
The MG was
I love these rocket jumps
What a
from
steal.
Knight though. Cam misses the rail, but hits a shot. Another frag for Knight.
That's
I like the
confidence in
idea
his
from
own
Knight.
ability there, Shruls, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
going
sheer
up the
confidence
pad.
knowing what he can do.
The Ghost Walk force, that Knight will be pretty happy he's forced that out, but Cam will get heavy. Good rail from Knight. And Knight, another great drive by rail. And Knight using this movement to great use as he hits another shot. Mega will go to Knight, and Cam, he's
What
got to
can
do
Cam
his
do
best to
here?
survive.
He's
He's
low
just
on
got to hope
resources.
Knight doesn't find him. Great defensive rail from Cam, but Cam's still railable. Finally out of railable, but it's going to be hard for him to survive.
I'd argue
Ghost
he's in a
Walk's
great
still not up
combat
for 30
position.
seconds. Oh, and that shot's going to help him so much. Knight not able to hit the rail.
But he gets the heavy.
Yeah, but Cam still got such a good stack. And Mega going Cam's way. That rail, if those rails were swapped, it would have been such a good situation from Knight. But Cam's done a great job restacking and has Ghost Walk up.
I get the feeling there's going to be quite a few engagements tonight where Knight's going to look back at the VOD and be kicking himself for not being that little bit more aggressive. And it is coming down a lot of these
But
times
nice
to the
rocket
choice of
from
playing
Knight.
to go aggressive.
And the spit's good. It's stop the Ghost Walk. The rocket jump failed though. I don't think that was what Knight wanted. But great rocket jump up from Mega. And Cam left on 2 HP. Knight railable though, so he's forced to back off as well. Is Knight going to get
He's
the
railable,
damage
but
with
he
the
knew
portal?
where that teleporter was going. He could have gotten in there and just chuck some nails his way. You might get lucky.
Yeah,
Like it's at that point where it's at the point where a couple of Hail Mary things like that, it's not going to cop
Oh,
a
what a rail from Knight though.
You're not going to get a
And
rail for it, but you
We've
can
got some
make
time
that
before
shot.
heavy. Knight doesn't hit the shot that he wants.
We had damageable worlds, you know. Woken was not
Oh,
very
Knight
different.
caught out by the low Ghost Walk. It's a great attack by Cam, but he isn't able to hit the follow-up rails. And Knight just trying to aggress in the LG fight. And Knight is able to win with 8 HP.
That's the heavy
Now
stack coming into play there.
Yep.
It is.
Yeah.
But Kama's going to
Yeah,
know.
fight segment. Knight sort of playing with fire there.
I
Oh,
was
but
say
he's
Kama
not down
knows
this
that
way.
he's low.
Yeah, and Knight loses position out on Mega. And he's got to be so
Great read
careful
by
as he
Cam.
takes the rail. Yep, Cam sort of knew exactly where he was going, and Knight couldn't risk going for that small armor.
And this is where we're in the danger zone. We know over the course of Split 2, Split 1, and KDC 1 last year, all through the splits, the second half of the game
great
is
rail
Knight's
from
weakest. After that 5-minute mark turns up, that's where it often goes downhill for him in those situations, and that is what we're seeing here. That 5-minute mark's ticked over, and all of a sudden it seems like brain fog decisions are happening as Cam just catches Knight
4
in the air
HP
there.
though, he needed that Ghost Walk or he would have died, and Knight knows he can push in, he's got Cam so low, but isn't able to hit the MG he needed for that frag. The rail missing, and that's going to let Cam restack on this heavy. Oh, the LG's good.
I mean, 6 frags is doable, it's just incredibly difficult right now.
I mean, it is the heavy into the light. Knight, he's got that speed. If he can force the fights he wants, as he takes the LG fighting, not hitting the rail or the rocket, and he's just forced to run. Oh, great rocket from Knight. That's a pretty much equal. Good rail, but the shotgun is going to be better from Cam.
Oh, and the tri-bolt straight off a spawn. Even though Cam's low, that's confidence building tri-bolt there. Not that the confidence needs building anymore. I mean, 10-3 up at 7 minutes 30 seconds into the matchup. We pretty much know how this is going to be going. We are going to be crowning Kama Split 2 champion, I think.
I mean, yeah. Knight's going to do his very best to stop that from happening. Does get the spit to hit, but...
doesn't really do much at this point.
Yeah. Cam just happy to play defensively. Doesn't even need to show up for items. And just hits the good defensive damage. Takes this LG fight. Knight does get a frag. Cam would have to make a lot of mistakes for a comeback to happen, but it's not impossible yet. Can Knight turn this into a string of frags? Oh, what a rocket from Cam! And Cam just sticking there.
Yeah, he's more than happy just to play the slow game right now. He doesn't need to show himself. He doesn't need to give up frags. He doesn't even need to earn frags at this point. I mean, it doesn't make for as exciting viewing, but I mean, he's doing just the right things.
Nice round of Knight, but it's just too many frags in too little time.
There we go.
Another frag though. Are we approaching doable if he catches and nicks off spawn a couple times?
Kama's delaying his spawn to make sure it's as mathematically improbable that a comeback can actually happen. 4
Cam
frags.
railable. Knight knows where he is. Is the rocket going to kill? The ghost walk used.
He's going to have heard that, but each second, you got to remember, each second you might as well add another 3 seconds onto it. Cam delaying the spawn right here. Appears in a completely different location where Knight was expecting. We're down into 30 seconds now, and there's still 3 frags to get to even things up. Knight finds Kama. He gets in. 2 rails. We're down to two frags now.
Need to get
the
the
delayed
frags
spawn happens again.
Instantly off spawn. Oh, he doesn't.
Oh, God timing.
Doesn't hold it, and he isn't going to be
This is all he needs to do. Last 10 seconds. It's not going to happen.
Not enough time.
Not enough time at all. We are crowning Kama our Split 2 Div 1 champion, and that is all that she wrote, Shruls.
Jeez, what a set, and what great games tonight, and over this entire split in the last last few weeks or months.
You can say that again, mate. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It has. Just collecting the highlights to make everyone happy. You know that. As we're going to... That's it.
Yeah.
Yibbida yibbida. That is all, folks. Kama takes the win. We are not going to see Deep Embrace. We're not going to see Blood Covenant. We're not going to see Insomnia. And yeah, what a split it's been, both across Division 3, Division 2, which we still have the grand final to see, and Division 1. Kama taking the gold, Knight taking the silver, Lucky taking the bronze. Best result for Lucky in KDC history. Knight, this has got to be frustrating for him. He seems to always be the bridesmaid, except for the last split, never the bride. And Kama, this is his second KDC win, the finals last year. And, third KDC win. Split 3 last year, finals last year, and now split 2 this year. And
get it right.
Hey, how's it going, mate? Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it was good to get a win. Always good to get a win in tournaments, especially with the new changes and that. You know, a few things a bit different. few challenges that I had in personal life as well. So
we heard a little bit about that, mate. We are impressed that you were able to drive for 20 minutes and get set up and play at the level that you did.
I actually didn't end up going because what happened? What happened was I restarted my router, right?
Yep.
I fucked the internet. It was me who fucked it. I restarted my router, and then I've got two routers. One's the shitty IONet one. The other one I bought Flint 2, and I'll use the quality of service SQM, Smart Queue Management.
Yep.
But for whatever reason, when I restarted the router, the IONet went back to default, which meant double NAT. Yep. So I had to fucking fix all that, and then I was like panicked as, and then I was stressed out. You can probably see it in that first CK. Honestly, that first CK in the upper bracket, my first, half the map, I couldn't think straight because I was just, you got to do. I'm not a big preparer, I just turn up and play. Yep. But my heart was racing. I was stressing out, and I couldn't get it to work. And then I got into the map, and then forgot what to do. And he probably did a couple of good plays on me. And then I was just sitting there with nothing going. I knew I was playing bad, so I never get worried when I'm behind if I was making mistakes. I only get worried if you can't work out what you've done wrong and you're behind.
Yeah, and we could see that throughout the matches that you've played tonight. It just seemed a case of your read of the opponent was just spot on at all times. Some of the shots you were taking looked almost like you had a premonition of where to place the crosshair.
Check in PC.
Pretty much. I think we had calls of that the entire night.
I mean, that's just Quake. You've played all the fights 10,000 times. You know what I mean? I know where to put the crosshair. Like I was explaining to a lot of other guys, and I try to do in my YouTube videos. I think a lot of people don't understand that the reason you can hit hard. Okay, yeah, you have to have settings and whatnot that are comfortable for you, but it's all knowledge. Like I could give you my knowledge of where to aim, and even with your, your old man fucking Dasbot, your aim would get considerably better because it's all knowledge. It's not, there is an element of skill to it, I would say, but the biggest thing about aiming well, in my opinion, is the knowledge of where to shoot, when to shoot, the timing, all that sort of stuff.
And when you combine that with great positioning as well, and control of the map and control of the items, that's the whole package.
Well, that's what I kind of think when I play. No disrespect to guys in the tournament, I think they are a little bit below my skill. I really feel, unless I make a mistake, they can't really get all that. They have to do something good to actually get me. You know what I mean? It's not just run of the mill is going to work on me. You know what I mean? It's not going to kill me if you just you're moving between the items. You hit a little bit of LG, hit a bit of. You have to actually do something. Whereas when you get to the next level of players in Australia, Stejo, your Dans, previously Fraze, these type of players, they can work you. You know what I mean? They can actually frag you without you even making a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. So the entire split, having said that, you felt pretty comfortable the entire way through, would you say? Did you drop any maps at all?
I actually did drop one map to Salty.
He's not going to let you live that down, is he?
He didn't play a good map, but he had very good moments in the map. There was he got an unbelievable frag on the first frag of the map, which is always important because I would have been full stack fucking and 1-0 up laughing, and instead I was clicking respawn. You know what I mean? It was a double midi at pillars on BC. I was jumping down to Algeem towards the green armor. He was piss weak, and he hit me 2 midis in midair. It was a beautiful frag, great frag. And then I actually ended up getting a winning position in about 9 minutes. I went for a mega. I probably shouldn't have because I thought it was coming and it wasn't. He killed me just as it was spawning. And then what was hilarious was that I actually got him. I was at 125 spawn. I dealt him like 300 damage with rockets or 250 damage with rockets off spawn when he had every weapon to actually tie the lead with 10 seconds to go. And then I had still a decent amount of health, and I had him trapped at the mega and have every weapon. And then he came out, he sort of waited still for a second. It was smart what he did. And then he gauntleted me twice. So he ended up winning the map at 9 minutes 58, gauntleted me twice. So you would like that one, Chelsea.
Yeah, I always love a gauntlet frag.
So that was the map that I lost. I think just then, what night play? I think the first map, like I said, I was a bit flustered. So once I got on the map, I felt, I was doing all right. And then I died a couple of noob deaths, one at Mega. But then the second map was probably in the upper bracket. Was probably the best map that I played as Nix against his Ranger. I thought that was the best map that I played.
Yeah,
that was a solid map.
Great.
I always think. Even before the balance updates, unless it's like Fraze or Dan, these type players, I always feel if I'm Nix against their Ranger, I'll be able to beat them anyway. but especially now with the update, I thought to myself, well, if he was Ranger and I was Nyx in the previous set, I'd probably be pretty comfortable I'm going to win. So it's even more in my favour now with the different balance. So
Yeah,
what
something
do
we
you think of
noticed.
the
Sorry, you go, Shawls.
What do you think of the Sorag adjustment? Because he didn't get the map, but there were definitely some aggressive plays with rocket jumps that I think looked pretty good.
He was moving very fast, and he does hit when he comes around the corner. A lot of people, when they talk about people's aim, they only talk about what they hit. They don't talk about the speed that they hit it, and that's the big difference when you're playing better players. That speed they're on you. They're hitting you faster as soon as you come around the corner. As soon as there's time to damage, it's there, and that's what he was doing on that map. I went too passive at the end, I don't think he had an outright chance to win the map. Potentially, but I went too passive. I needed one. If I had one more frag, then I could probably play like that. But I was too passive, and it has 125 health and just goes walking around the map, letting him get full. That's not how I play. You know what I mean? That's how those blokes play. That's not how I play. So usually the way I play is I get in between you, and I'll just do a big damage, and that's the end of the map. It might be 8 minutes, but it's over now. You've lost. Whereas I was like trying to time it to 10 minutes. Fraser used to get in that trouble a lot of the time as well. Because one, you can be set up good, and then that one fight that he got that you weren't ready for him to get you that quick, and now you look at the time and you think, 4 frags in 1 minute when he's got everything running around the map, you're only 125 health. You can win. So I went too passive in that map. That's why he got close. But CK, I'm always happy on the CK because he might have got frags in the map, but he didn't get a single frag until the map was over. So so I don't care. It could be 11-10 after I got to 11-0. The map was over by the time he got his first frag. So I'm always happy with that. And the Veil actually hit a couple of nice. He does move quite quickly in his nice sharp rails. You know what I mean? And he's consistent with it. He's like me, where it's like it's 1, 2. It's not 1. It's 3 and 4. You know what I mean? And every shot's on its merits. It doesn't matter that you just hit 3. The next one you're still going to hit it anyway. You know what I mean? Whereas I see a lot of other guys, they miss in between. They might hit the good one, but then they missed the sitter, or they didn't quite do whatever. But he hit a lot of clutch rails. I mean, I was comfortable because I had a bit of a lead the whole time. But he was back and forth. He played all right in the set. I don't think he will say he didn't play his best. I'll say I didn't play my best. But in tournament, you're never going to play really good. You just got to play good enough, and I think that I did that today.
Yeah,
the consistency
you got the win,
you show,
so that's good enough.
I was going to say, and the consistency you show proves to that. It's not how good you are at your best; it's how good you are when you show up. And
yeah, that's right. That's why I said since at the LAN as well. Since Fraser passed away, I really brought that into my game where you're grinding results. It might not be easy, and it's not flashy. I've always, and not to toot my own horn, but I've always been a flashy player. Like, I'll make it look beautiful when I win, and that's how I try to play the game. Whereas Fraser's always like, mate, you look at him on stream and you look shit, and then you get in the server and it's hard. You know what I mean? Whereas I was always the opposite. Fraser, you can look untouchable on stream, especially against inferior players, and then when I play you shit, it's too easy. so that's how I've really tried to bring some graft into my game with the rockets and these type things. So just getting better, but always getting better. That's the thing. I think a lot of the guys they get disappointed when they're not beating you because they've improved a lot. But I improved too. You know what I mean?
It's that constant battle of always chasing that number 1 spot.
Well, that's why I kind of feel sorry for some of the guys in the tournament. I always feel bad when I beat blokes in tournament. I think that's a weakness of mine when it comes to tournament. But I know these blokes want it more. They want it more than I do. I'm not even just saying that. They do. But I don't
know. Maybe Salty doesn't want it.
I don't think so. Salty probably doesn't. But Lucky's put a lot of effort in. Knight's put a lot of effort in.
We were actually saying that about Lucky tonight. We were like, he's probably going to come out of this feeling a little bit disappointed, at losing out tonight where he did, but it's his best finish in Div 1.
Yeah, that's right. That's the thing, though. You have to understand about Quake. The problem is it's hard to knock off the bloke ahead of you, even at any level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing is when you're at the top level of Aussie Quake, it's hard to. You kind of have to have experience to get experience. You know what I mean? We've played online international tournaments. We've played a lot of high level Aussie tournaments where you're playing against strong players. I played a lot of practice against a guy who has insane aim in Quake. So when I get into these other games against a lot of other guys, it just feels a lot easier because you're used to playing someone who hits even harder. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I sort of look at it. It's hard. So I would say like Knight should probably be disappointed, but I think Lucky should be happy. He, that's an improvement on where he's been. He's third place. You know what I mean? He's beat a couple of blokes who have had his number in the past. Salty and Redoxide.
Yeah.
Okay, I touch him up completely, but.
He's got a target to go for. You're setting a benchmark. Yes, the benchmark is moving, but you've set the benchmark and it's a goal to go for. And they're getting closer and closer each tourney.
Sure about that?
I've got to give some confidence to them.
As you said, they're getting better, but you're also getting better.
That's right. Yeah, so I wouldn't take it to I can improve as well. I'm an old dog, yes, I know, but I don't. When I play, I notice things and I try change what I'm doing. Even I'm not determined to get better, like practicing or anything like that. But when I play, you still learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Hey, Shruls, have you got any more questions before I start asking leading questions to wrap up the stream?
No, nothing on the top of my head. Just congrats again for winning the split cam.
Thanks for that. Shout out to my wife, shout out to my family, and shout out to Richie and Banner as well. Good blokes, done a lot for me, especially Richie, especially not just inside the game. He's done a lot for me over the last the year that I've known him. I won't forget what he's done for me.
It's good.
One more thing as well, the balance changes are shit. I don't like it. It's too easy to rack the frags, especially against inferior players. It's not like Knight level, but worse than that. And it's just it was already. It's obviously easier when you're better at everything, but it's almost too easy now, and I think it's ruined the competitive some aspect of the competitive nature of the game. But worse than that, it's made the game less fun to play, and that's the worst thing that you can do.
Well, we'll see what happens in the following patches. It seems the feedback is at least being listened to, even once it goes on live. Hopefully it's a case of team games don't overrule the duel, so to speak. But
you're just too weak, you know what I mean? If they want to make lights stronger, just add 25 armor to the lights. It won't make that much difference. But then you had to earn your spawn frags before, whereas now I feel like you don't even have to know exactly what you're doing to get,
it's a bit Quake
your spawn frags. Yeah, it's just a bit too easy, especially in Quake Champions, because the game's all about, getting your stack and pushing out on the map, because you don't need that much to deal damage. It's not like Quake Live where your machine gun does nothing. You can get it out on the map with just one armor, but now you can't.
Yeah.
So I just think it's for the worst, these changes. The delay on the spawn is fine if you want to make it a bit easier for the bloke spawning in, so you can't see the dead body. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. But the 25 armor, it makes a big difference, and not just at the moment of spawn. I reckon it takes about 30 seconds to a minute of being alive before you
it's
what you were before. Yeah,
instead of one.
Two. Until you got two. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And even then, if you get heavy, you're still 150, so you're meant to be 175 after, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't like it. But other than that, thanks for running the tournament. Enjoyed the tournament and good to get the win. Thank you.
No problem. So just as we're wrapping up, are we going to see you for Split 3 or at the finals in Melbourne in November?
You'll see me in Melbourne, but I don't think I play Split 3. The reason being is because I only played this split because they asked me to, because Dan wasn't playing.
Yep.
And I want to qualify for the land. Well. Yeah, I've already done that, so I won't play Split 3.
Fair
but
enough.
It'll be good if I always like watching Dan play, so it'll be good if he plays. I know he hasn't been playing that much, but I like watching him play because he always knows something you don't know.
Any of the top level players, it's fun to watch.
That's right. It's just fun, It's better for the community as well, because think about what happened, and not to have a crack, but think about what happened last finals. Even I was disappointed. I don't usually watch that much. So,
I agree with you there. But I was going to say I got
to defend my title, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
We've seen a lot of old names returning back to the game with the recent patch. We've seen Steejo online playing games and that. So
see if he can play. It'd be good if he went to the LAN, just because it's good when you got interest in the big players that are at the LAN. He's a good player, very good player. I've never actually beat him in Quake Champions tournament, so I beat him on maps, but I never beat it. He had a number on me, so it'd be good if he come back. Not because I want to beat him, but it's just it just adds
you do
another.
Want to beat him? Be honest.
I like him. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like I think every night I fucking beat this guy.
You're not losing sleep over it.
I lost before. I'll lose again. You got to enjoy it while you win. You know what I mean? So.
So just to wrap things up, again, thank you, Kama, for playing in Split 2, and congratulations on your win. As a reminder to everyone, we do have Split 3 coming up soon. The finals for all of these splits will be in Melbourne on November 7th and 8th. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, please reach out to Hamo and Knight. They'll be more than happy to take your donations going towards the prize pool for the finals. Make it something interesting, not just for the glory. Thank you, Shruls, for joining me tonight. Thank you, Dan and Donna, for being on earlier as well. And thank you to everyone across Div 3, Div 2, and Div 1 who has played in this split. We'll definitely see you in the next one. Any closing words from the admin there?
No, thanks everyone for watching as well. It's great to see everyone play, and keep your eyes out for next split.
See you later.